Kings, a Pathfinder live stream of the Sky King's Tomb adventure path. I'm Brendan, and I'm here with Austin, Justin, Josh, Lorna, Sarah, and Dylan.
Hi.
What a crew.
Hi.
What a
Hi.
crew.
That's totally us.
We are
Good to
Crits and
be here.
Cantrips.
Oh, look at that. Hold on, get you full
Look at
screen
that.
here. Yeah, look at that. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. We got a fancy neon sign, which basically means we've made it.
Yeah. Step one. No one has made it and then got a fancy sign. You get the
That's
fancy
right.
sign and that makes you make it.
Yep. It makes you make it.
Make it.
Thank you to the
Let's see. This is episode 7. So we've been doing this for a whole 7 weeks now. Sort of. I guess we have episode 0, right? So 8 weeks? 2 months?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Definitely
So
that
this
much.
is,
I think we've
that much
had
time
like-
has passed, yeah.
we've
Yeah,
had
a
like
week's worth of
1 week
days
off,
in
I think.
session.
Yeah. I think we had 1 week off, right?
Because I'm in Santiago.
Which means a whale's penis.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Something.
in, where was I? Carmen, San Diego.
Where in the world was Carmen Sandiego?
She tries.
And that's all you can ask for
Killing it.
is an effort.
That's right.
All right, we
Okay.
got a banter top. I didn't think of one.
New Year's
I've-
resolutions.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, I was just gonna say I have a list, so if anyone
say,
if we don't ever have one, I've got some as backups. But
I'd be
New Year's
down for a
resolutions
holiday
first.
theme, whether it's something to do with the holiday that just happened or the upcoming holiday. If anyone has
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
excellent
we get
ones.
the favorite Christmas gift you received. It's a common question.
Like ever of all time.
Mhm.
Yeah, it could be ever of all time. That would be good.
I have
do
a favorite Christmas gift I've given.
That works
that's
too.
all.
Look at that. That's more selfless actually. That's very nice
Yeah.
of you.
Of the upcoming holiday, J.R.R. Tolkien Day.
Yes.
If we want to talk about
Josh
our,
just had to Google that.
our
I want
Lord.
everybody to know.
our Lord and Savior
Tolkien.
Tolkien.
All right.
Mr. Tolkien.
I like the Christmas gift one.
Go for it then.
Oh, I don't know the answer.
Oh, no. You said that's the one you liked.
Let's see. What's my favorite gift I've ever given? First thing that comes to my mind, I try to think of things that are still being used that I've given. I got my brother a nice PlayStation controller like 3 or 4 years ago, a scuff
Mm.
that he still uses because he got me one. So that's probably one of the better ones. It's like still in use today. That wasn't like a play with it and you're done with it, or use it once and you're done type of thing. Favorite gift I've ever gotten though. Oh, God, I don't know. Come back to me. I'm thinking.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing adventure prep.
I think I can go next. My favorite gift that I've ever given is I bought my brother the huge Star Destroyer, Super Star Destroyer set, the one that's like 3 feet long or something like that. For
Nice.
Christmas a few years ago, I think now. And we spent quite a bit of time together building that over the successive months. So it was a good investment because it gave us some quality bonding time. Well,
Nice.
And that's the true meaning of Christmas.
that's the true meaning of Christmas right there, is being able to spend time with Sirach. And then my favorite gift I've ever gotten is I've never been got quite like got. So get got what you got. Go.
Mm-hmm.
The look of Lorna's face went from annoyance to laughter, which I think is like that's like there's some sort of poetic meaning there.
It was after the third got, and I saw her face ready to melt. That I
Yeah.
really.
She was like, "What are you doing?" Oh, I love you.
I like it. That's a little cute.
Okay, morning.
You don't have a favorite gift you've ever received?
I just said it.
Yeah, the got.
It was the convulsion they just had.
Man, I would need like a master list of all the gifts I've ever gotten in front of me to like really be able to.
That would be helpful.
That'd
I-
be really helpful.
I've got
To be
one.
fair,
Go
Mine's
for
got
it.
that was a Marshawn Lynch quote that I think was an interview that took place like around Christmas Day in like 2017. So that's what I was referencing.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good save.
Don't you say you
Um,
had one? Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is an Office reference. I got my sister the present that Oscar, that Michael gave Oscar whenever he was leaving. It's this burlap doll that he made. I made a replica of one of those,
That's amazing.
and yeah, gifted it to my sister.
That's solid.
Easy Bandits.
He's the lowest opinion of me of anyone. It was pretty good too. It looked pretty real.
That's
But
incredible.
I've done that before. I've done the rock that says "suck on this." I gave to Dalton.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a fun one. And then I ended up giving him my watch because that's the full bit.
Mhm.
Yep, I remember that rock.
Yeah, joke gifts are my favorite.
I think he still probably has that, to be honest.
That watch? Oh yeah, yeah. I
Or,
think
I
it broke
meant the rock.
a year or two ago. Yeah. Oh no, that was regifted. I think we gave that to Kiefer.
but- Fucking Kiefer. What a guy. Sorry, I mean to reminisce there.
Man, you guys know Kiefer Sutherland?
Nope. So far from
Wow.
Kiefer Sutherland, it's not even funny.
Oh, okay.
Those who saw my graduation gift from my mother saw my blown up head in that frame, which is a representation of one of my favorite Christmases, which is when she gave me this like tiny white coat and this like pet vet kit, which came like a cardboard cat carrier and like a plastic stethoscope and like, you know, those kinds of things. But I do think of that Christmas very fondly because I cried when I got that. And then our childhood dog, who was an absolute saint, was just covered in band-aids and just sat there like had the best Christmas herself, and yeah. So that's probably the best gift I've ever got, just because of the joy. But
I thought of mine, by the way. Me and my siblings got Nintendo GameCube. I think that's what really set my trajectory to being a gamer. I think that was probably what jump started it. I think that's probably the best answer. Real gamer energy here.
It made you into the man you are today.
Sure.
In the man.
Genuine man. I'm gonna go fill up my water, but I am still listening.
my favorite gift to give was probably, it wasn't even Christmas though, so this doesn't really count, but it was when I got Brendan his Switch. Because a lot of effort had
That
gone
counts.
into finding a Switch at that period of time.
Mm-hmm. I remember that time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a little weird that you're talking about your kinks on this
Yeah.
podcast, but okay, Sarah, you do you.
Oh, yeah, we've used that Switch all the time.
Is it really
the
that
ball.
weird?
Had to buy multiple other Switches after that one broke.
Yeah, hard to find a good Switch these days.
Jesus Christ.
Cause you know you're gonna put a lot of mileage on it, so you want to get a good one.
My favorite gift I ever gave is when I was in, I think I was either in kindergarten or first grade. I like saved up money I'd been given like for allowances and birthday presents and Christmas presents and stuff. And I went to a jewelry store because when my mom had told me that she wanted like a birthstone ring, and I went to a jewelry store and I picked a ring that I could pay for like completely with my own money, and it was not very fancy, but I gave it to her, and my mom cried when she opened it, and I did not understand why my mom was crying when she opened it. And
Sorry, I'll take it back.
but thinking about it at the moment, I was very confused. But in hindsight, it was very sweet that like I made that much. That was that meaningful for her, and she's.
That is very sweet.
How'd you make the money?
I like
Hoping.
it's like Christmas presents or like allowances. It was like my parents when I was
Petty theft.
in like first grade.
what he
I
wanted.
think I got like $10 every Friday or something like that.
Jeez, this girl.
I know I was an only child, okay, but like I saved up like $10.
That's $520 at the end of the year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then
Don't stop tapping the keyboard.
You didn't like file for unemployment.
my favorite gift I've ever received is probably actually the first thing that came to mind was when Sarah painted the bunnies. For me. It's probably my favorite.
Solid one.
What?
Picture of her rabbits.
Sarah did like
Oh,
a
okay.
watercolor of my
She didn't.
rabbit.
She didn't come over and physically paint your rabbits.
She could have done a really good job.
Today.
Lorna also has rabbits, and also meaning she has two and I have one. But... All right, Brendan and Justin.
Me?
I think for me, for receiving, would have probably been the first fish tank I got when I was thick fish, I think.
Nice.
Just because I've always loved fish tanks.
Set you on the path.
And for giving, I'm not sure. There's been a few good ones, but also it's hard to think of
It's tough.
which ones I've given. I'd have to, have them all, like
I need a
Austin said,
master
laid out
list.
in front of me. Yeah.
That's fair. Brendan, you have had a lot of time to focus solely on thinking of answers to this question. What are you thinking? I can't see
Well, I
your
think-
screen flashing as you are doing
Yeah.
prep work.
Well, you just go back and forth these 2 pages. No, I think one of my favorite gifts that I've ever given is that I think when Sarah and I first started dating, she told me about this. She used to have one of those pennies, like with the heart like stamped out of it.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one. I forgot what that one.
She used to have one of those pennies with the heart stamped out of it, and she like lost it or didn't have it anymore or something. But she was like telling me about it. So for Christmas, because she's like allergic to like nickel and stuff, so she can't have like inexpensive jewelry. So I just got her like a regular like gold chain, and then I bought one of those pennies. Like I got them off of like eBay or something. So it's probably like at that time like the most expensive Christmas gift I'd ever gotten, and also the least expensive Christmas gift I've ever gotten, because one of them was like a penny. It's just like I paid like 75 cents or whatever to get this penny that's been stamped, and then the other part of it was like an actual solid gold chain with like a clasp on it and stuff. That we hopefully have around here somewhere still.
It's in
I
a
don't know.
jewelry box somewhere, hopefully.
Hopefully. We both say hopefully, so that's really reassuring. Yeah, Christmas gift I've ever gotten. That's a much harder question. I don't know. I mean, Sarah told me this year that she would help me build a computer, so that's pretty exciting. We're gonna upgrade this old rig. Yeah, I think the safe answer there is anything that my wife has ever gotten me. Let's just
Cop out
all
answer,
of them
but
were the
respectable.
best. Yep,
Yeah.
easy peasy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, lots of good memories.
I
Did you
think
get the Nintendo 64 for Christmas?
I'm sure at some point. I mean, I don't remember
Yeah,
the
I'm
specific
shocked
year.
that you didn't say that, but that's
I mean,
get your answer.
The very first game system that we got, I think my dad gave me for my birthday. We got like the NES on like my 5th birthday or something. But that was a long time ago, and I don't even know if it was new to us. Honestly, I think my dad just let me unwrap it again and was just like, "Oh!" And then we played Super Mario Brothers all the time, and then that was a fantastic experience. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember like specifically when we got any of the other ones. I know we usually got gifts for a lot of different holidays and stuff. So I remember I unwrapped Pokemon Stadium on Easter morning one year. That was an Easter gift. But yeah, no, I don't remember like when we got specific. Like I know we got a Nintendo at some point, and then we got a GameCube at some point, and then I remember we bought a Wii when it was new in the store, and we had to like come on a day where they were like restocking them because the Wii's were like sold out everywhere, kind of like the Switches were. But yeah,
We wouldn't be a bad answer too.
yeah.
I remember when I got my PS2. And I got
Okay, yeah.
what is it, Spider-Man 2 was the big one for that one. That was
Yeah.
great.
I think it's funny because I don't have like a game console, but the Christmas I got Nintendogs was pretty cool.
Yeah. There's definitely a Christmas. The Christmas I got Pokemon Fire Red. I think that's all I did for the rest of the entire Christmas break, and I put like 100 hours in that game in like 5 days. I like didn't eat or sleep or do anything, and then beat the game like 5 times over, and I was like, that was awesome. And that was it.
Love
Nicholas
the
said,
world.
Nicholas is here. He said Nicholas is watching, so if it doesn't involve him, he'll be upset. And then
That's
he said,
true.
yeah, you got Pokemon Stadium at Grandma's on Easter. The GameCube was also at Grandma's, but for Christmas.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I like to picture a world where Brendan, because he'd be like, would go like 14 hours without eating or drinking or anything, and now it's on such a strict eating schedule that I'm like, I can't picture it now. Now it's 12:01 p.m. and he's just like having a heart attack.
To be fair, we don't. I mean, I'm not like playing video games like all day long. So, if I had nothing else to do, I would forget to eat again.
It's
Also,
pretty easy, yeah.
yeah.
I will also say, before we actually get started, getting Pokemon cards in my stocking was a peak era in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was... I've
Pokemon
always liked
Yu-Gi-Oh.
stockings, because I like little, knick-knacky type stuff, but having Pokemon cards was always the best.
I think it's so cool that people got like stuff in their stockings.
I think this is the first year ever that my mom has not put stuff in our stockings.
This is...
The
Go ahead.
The Renfreys just love to hyperfixate on things, and so because during the Depression you would get oranges.
Yeah.
It's and so we got oranges in our stocking, and that was it.
During
My
the
mom would do that because she read the Laura East Wilder books.
Laura
Yes.
Ingalls Wilder, yeah.
Laura Ingalls
Yes, I
Wilder.
love those. Yeah.
East.
Little
That was
House on the
good.
Prairie.
I saw Lorna laugh at East.
But I knew he was talking about.
I did
that's
too,
all.
yeah. It was good.
I think the Laura Ingalls Wilder books have one of the examples of probably the worst Christmases. If you've read those books, you know what I'm talking about.
If you remember what's in those books, you know
Yeah,
what's
if you
up.
remember what's in
Mhm.
those books.
cannibalism, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
different.
That's a single chapter, Josh.
Depression is real.
We almost went with that, but they didn't.
We always do stockings, though.
Morna's being persistent about me giving an
Actual
answer.
answer.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
going
I
to
like
say,
got.
I liked it.
you ain't got what I got until you got. I'm going to say I got the gift of diabetes one year.
Oh my god,
Where?
Josh. Can you say something ridiculous?
I'm being serious. Where my mother was like, "We're going to give you a year-long supply of Reese's and Sun,"
Ugh.
and in the fridge was like 42 liters. Our garage
42
fridge of like
liters?
42 liters of Sunkist and like 15 pounds of Reese's or something like that.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
such a
Incredible.
Midwest mom thing to do. It's like, I'm not gonna give you anything else besides just
Candy.
constant CRI of sugar.
Yeah, that was probably like freshman or sophomore year of high school.
Did chocolate give you mouth ulcers then?
Yeah, it did.
That's why it was a year supply. It lasted a
Oh,
long time.
gosh. It's that he absolutely is a glutton for punishment, and he knows stuff's gonna upset his tummy and make
It's
him
too
not
good.
feel good, and he says, "I'm gonna do it anyways, for sure. Gonna do it anyway."
I do it with liquor.
I was about to say, isn't that what drinking is? I realize that it's not exactly the same thing, but
Yeah.
I think if I was in your position, I would also continue to do those things because the pros outweigh the cons. But I digress.
Yeah, that's the way I am with peanut butter.
Yeah, but you're like allergic. Like an upset stomach is not the same as having to go to the hospital.
That's true.
True. My
To be
mouth.
Yeah,
fair, somewhere between there. He doesn't need to go to the hospital, but he will have the worst upset stomach of his entire life. So
I would argue if I had no medication at all, I would have to go to see a doctor. But yeah, no, if I can
Only one way to find out.
self-medicate with extremely strong levels of Benadryl, and
And you would eat some Reese's Puffs?
A children's dose of bubblegum flavored liquid
worth it.
Benadryl.
I don't know if it's worth it. It's also bad because I feel like I've always had an averse reaction to like the smell of peanut butter because I know I can't have it.
Mhm.
So it's just like other people are like, eating peanut butter sandwiches, and I'm just like, oh man, okay, that's fine. You do that. So I don't think I could ever be like, yeah, I'm so excited about
Yeah, all of a
this,
sudden,
you
if
know?
tomorrow you were healed, you wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd just be like it'd be like, nah.
We'd have to
not for
microdose
me
you.
thing.
Got it.
That's what I've been doing, just lick the spoon every day after Sarah leaves.
That's why he's dating me. I'm microdosing him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smart. At
Being
least it's done
around
by
here
a
is basically
doctor.
microdosing.
And
That's right.
That's the
That's
point
right.
of having a significant other. It's
Yeah.
for
So they can microdose you?
experimentation. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've noticed whenever Sarah's mad at me, she gives Percy like something peanut butter related. She's she like gives him a treat, and then she's like, "Where's Dad?" Comes chasing after me. I just want to lick your face. Yikes!
he loves you.
I've heard that about him.
All right, ready, Freddy's? Pie eating
Pathfinder.
contest, here we come.
Is that what's next?
I think so.
Maybe. We got a little recap. Recap. That was my self-created echo.
Yeah, we've had a
Recap.
whole
Recap.
weekend holiday since our last session,
It's true.
so my brain's a little foggy.
I was gonna say I've slept since then, but I think I can have enough of a voice to
Oh, yeah, you're not
give a brief recap. So, previously on In Crits and Cantrips, our party found themselves in the middle of the Black Noon Gauntlet, surrounded by traps on all sides. We encountered a locked portcullis, which our newly found kobold friend Fazil said was impassable. Orpheus, like the rogue that he is, picked the lock, got us into a fungus-coated room where our druid friend gathered some shrooms of the sellable variety, if you know what I mean, and then found a room where sound bounced back and caused sanic damage on us.
Sanic.
All of us managed to make it through, some of us not quite as gracefully as others, and then we found the heart of the Black Noon Gauntlet, a room filled with troughs of coins and a noxious gas. Our ne'er-do-well friend Orpheus managed to find us a Black Noon coin, and we gave that coin to our kobold friend Fazil, and he and Usa lived happily ever after, as far as we're aware, with Fazil joining the guild, and Usa being very, very happy that we did exactly as she asked and got Fazil into the guild. Next up, we've got pie eating, of which most of our party is excited for, and some of us are choosing to sit out due to religious reasons.
Nailed it.
Totally. Okay. So everyone, yeah, you can go ahead and crank that over if you want. So the Stickleberry Festival is a full day-long celebration. So there's kind of just like they've like been floats and like things going on throughout the town for the entirety of the day today. So you all come back from this like quest and like a little bit grimy from like climbing through the Black Noon Gauntlet, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit hungry. So there's a small parade that happens, and then everyone sits down to find out who will become the Lord, Lady, or Sovereign Stickleberry. And so this is a fruit that's more common, kind of in the High Helm like region. So it's this this fuchsia berries. They look a lot like blackberries, like they're just like kind of like little clusters of berries, but they're like this bright pink color, and to a point where you just be like, I don't know how much of the stuff I want to eat because it is going to like stain all of my clothing and like get over everything. But like, also they apparently taste pretty good.
Wouldn't that be a raspberry?
Maybe. In this case, they are called stickleberries.
But your skin's so white.
That's fine.
Also, I thought you weren't eating the stickleberries.
I am. Remember I said,
You can.
I said this is my fettuccine alfredo.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Pickleberries taste like Alfredo sauce.
Exactly.
Proceed. Sorry, I interrupted.
Okay. No, you're fine. So basically, you've got to gather around this area where they've got a bunch of these contestants.
We've got them out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
we've got him.
All right, I'll throw these all on here. All right, and some people here look familiar and some don't, but mostly there's just a kind of crowd that's kind of gathered here. So remind me again, who's not participating in the pie eating contest?
Karu is regretfully sitting out
Construct.
due to his constructed
That's
visage.
fair. That's fair. So Karu can't do it, and I think there's one other person that said they weren't going to.
And Gorik is sitting out because he's got physical activity in the evening, and at his
Gotcha.
somewhat older age, you have to watch what you eat.
That's fair.
Although
Okay.
Orpheus is also going to be doing that, but it's just
Mhm.
gonna tough it out.
She's doing this on purpose. That's fair.
By she, he,
Yeah, how
yeah.
dare you?
Sorry. You're right. Orpheus.
Metabolism of a teenage boy. This is gonna go super well for him.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Alright.
Probably. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Okay. So basically, entering the contest costs 1 silver piece. So everybody that wants to just has to deduct that from their sheet. And then we can kind of introduce the contestants. Let me pull everybody down here.
What was the how much was it? that-
One
that you
silver.
It's
deducted?
just
One
silver
silver?
piece.
Wakroon is very interested. I imagine maybe he's watched this before, or maybe even competed once or twice in the past.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, any of the High Helm natives have seen this happen more than once. So it's something you're probably quite used to at this point. Okay. So yeah, there's a pretty good collection of people that have kind of gathered here.
Sure, yeah.
So and then like I said, some of them are familiar. You've seen
Turned on the back
Trigellin
switch.
before. But there's definitely like a lot of new people here. So there are the two brothers, Stoutbeard. Their names are Daffyd and Daryl. And there's Lady Ironbelly,
that
Annadelle Ironbelly.
That one shouldn't have a switch. You just have to click it to wake it up.
Justin, we can hear
Justin,
you, by
we
the
can
way.
hear you talking if you think you're muted. But so there is the innkeeper that ran the pub that you guys visited, Skog Bloodhammer. You recognize him from the pub that you guys kind of just randomly visited one day.
Oh yeah, at oh god, I don't remember anyone's name
My
already.
favorite
And
pub.
Gorik's request.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
So then there's Manuel Shieldbearer. He's a pastry chef himself, so he's contributed a large number of the pies that are going into this year's contest. There is Kelda Haberfellow. She is one of the only like humans that's entered this contest. She's trying to remind everyone that dwarves aren't the only ones that can eat to such excess. Gundar Goldpick is a dwarf with a penchant for treasure hunting. He's hoping to strike gold by winning this contest. And then there is Dire Durali, and she is a local elf. She runs the Silver Cap Tavern, it's kind of a restaurant. And I think you guys had heard some rumors about it like being kind of hit with a wave of food poisoning recently. So there's kind of an assorted cast of people here, and so you kind of all introduce yourselves to them. There's a couple of out-of-towners, so Huang and Orpheus are meeting all these people for the first time. There's a pretty good chance that Walkrun and Elnat have met a lot of these people before. And in fact, the Stoutbeard brothers are like returning victors. Like they kind of trade off year after year. Like one of them usually wins this contest. So you've seen it happen before. But basically, what this is going to be is kind of a series of fortitude saves that you're going to have to make to see how much pie you can eat each round. So we're just going to go ahead and throw, I think, everybody on the initiative tracker. And then we'll just kind of go in that order. So basically they line everybody up and they tell you there's going to be basically 5 rounds of like 60 seconds apiece where you just eat as much pie as you can. And then they kind of like clear the floor and then they bring out more pies and then they just keep going. There's going to be 5 of these rolls here.
Nice.
So we're just going
Walkrun
to...
might lean over to Elnat before it starts and goes, it looks like... Nope, gotta get the accent right again. I was like, Elnat, it looks like the Stoutbeards are here. I don't know. Have you been here before to see them eat? I don't really think I have any tips or anything for the rest of us, but if there's any watching out to do, I think it'll be those 2.
Would I know anything about them, or is it just...
Yeah.
If you've come to the pie eating contest before, you probably... I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know what they do outside of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have our work cut out for us. Let's give them a good run for their money.
I think we ought to get Bao up here, Huang. I think that pangolin could probably put the pies away pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to play another silver piece, I don't think they'll turn down any pie eaters.
Oh, I'm certainly not. But...
It's, yeah. It's 1 silver piece for everybody who wants to participate.
Oh, I thought you said gold.
No.
Nice, get a gold back.
Okay.
All right, so Bao is also going to participate?
Yes.
All right. Good. Let's see. Let me make a... There's 5 of you, so let's do a 5x5 table.
Sure.
That's not what I wanted.
Then I threw off your whole table. By suggesting another participant.
No, you're good. I tried to make the table and it didn't do what I wanted to. It put all of your names in the first column for the very first section. I was like, well, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna lean over to Angoric and inform him. I hear the Stoutbeards are the reigning champions around here. You wanna sit over on that side, get a look at the action?
No.
No.
Our friends.
Hey, all fair and good. And I mosey on over to the other side to get a look at the reigning champs.
Am I within 30 feet of them? There's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine that there's like, so what's going to happen is, so they're going to bring all these contestants up onto a stage, and they're all going to sit down at this long table. So there's just a long table with 16 people at it or whatever, however many there are, and then everybody else gets like smaller chairs like out in the audience. So you're all kind of surrounding this stage that we've kind of drawn up.
Is sure to push his way to the point where he would be within 30 feet of them.
Okay. All right, so they lay out the contest rules, which are basically just like no cheating, no stealing, no throwing up. Like, you got to keep your pies down. You got to eat your pies fairly. The utensils are limited to what's on the table. Like, but you don't have to use utensils if you don't want to. Just like standard eating contest rules. And they, we want a fair match. And then they bring out the Stickleberry Stickler, which is this long spear that's kind of got like these bushels of these berries and stuff kind of growing out of it. I'll see if I can. I think I have an image of it. Let me see if I can. Yeah.
They're going over the rules, and Huang's like leaning over to Bao and like trying to get his attention because he's like eating underneath the table already, and she has to explain to him that like save room.
Ooh. That's fair. So they kind of bring out this thing, and the winner of the contest, as always, gets to wield the Stickleberry Stickler for the course of 1 year. So you have the ability, and they like bring it out. So like I said, one of the Stoutbeard brothers probably has had it for the last year or so, and he's like, he basically cuts like an honorary pie to like start the contest, and then everybody goes back to their seats, and then the actual timers all start, and they're like, okay, now begin. So we'll just go down the list of people here. So we'll do Elnat, Orpheus, Wakrun, Huang, and Bao, and so we just need a fortitude save from each of you.
And Gore is going to have cast. Oh shit.
Fireball.
The one that gives you the +1, right? You're looking for
Guidance.
guidance.
Yeah.
Guidance.
I got an.
On Huang
Okay.
for a +1 boost for each of these rolls that she does.
So my roll before Josh
on.
gave me that.
Hold on.
Not your
It's
turn yet.
Justin's turn first.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I got an 18 fortitude.
Okay. 18's a good save. What about Orpheus?
Add for the fortitude. Oh, 22 total.
22. Wow.
Very nice.
All right. Wakrun.
Not great. Rolled a 10. That's a 17 for Wakrun.
All right. Huang.
With Josh's good
Plus
grade,
1.
22 as well.
22.
Okay.
Wow. All right. And then Bao. What does Bao get for a fortitude save? Did you see his on his sheet?
Yeah, I was gonna look it up real quick.
On your sheet.
It would be. Oh, ouchie. 6.
Okay.
Yeah, he filled up on table scraps.
That's maybe not his best move. Okay. So basically, let's see. I think everybody besides Bao succeeded.
Nice.
Critical success is 10 over, right?
Yep.
Critical success
Yep.
is 10 over. Critical failure would be 10 below. Okay. So everybody besides Bao succeeded on the check here. So everybody here feels like they're shoveling in pie pretty good. They're kind of maintaining their momentum. Unfortunately, Bao kind of like he like you said, he kind of filled up a little bit beforehand, maybe ate some insects and scraps underneath the table, and he's still continuing, but his saves are going to get a little bit harder the next round. His body is already protesting.
He's like in the mouth vomiting and just eating it like a total nasty animal would, but.
Okay. Okay.
That's a good visual.
So that's the first round. So let's go ahead and do that again. And this time Bao is going to get a -3 on his roll, unfortunately. But everybody else, same rolls?
Again.
Yeah, everybody rolls again. We'll start with Elnat. Let me know when you're ready.
24.
24. Wow, okay. That's a good one. All right, Orpheus?
0 point.
You're going to use a hero point? Okay.
I rolled really bad.
Does Bao get a
I
hero
rolled
point?
even worse.
Got words?
A 6.
Oh, okay. Bao is part of your character also, so you only have 1 hero point.
Okay.
And if you do
Just
use your
double-checking.
hero point, you do have to use that second roll. You can't use
True.
the better.
That is true, as opposed to bottle caps.
Wakrun.
I rolled a 12 for a 19 this time.
19's not bad. All right, Huang.
17.
17's good. And Bao.
You said it was -3?
-3.
17.
17.
Oh, shit.
All right, that's good. All right, so Bao's kind of recovered from this one. He's munching away. So everybody here succeeds, except for Orpheus. Orpheus is going to take a little bit of a penalty on the next round. Just a -2 on the next save there. But Elnat has critically succeeded here. So so he's going to get actually a +1 on his next Fortitude save.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So we're going into the
assume-
third round.
That you're rolling for all of the characters right now, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, just hundreds of rolls back here. Okay,
Cool.
so going into the next round, yeah, so it's we're about halfway through the contest here. There's 5 rounds total, so you kind of feel like they've served you a lot of like these smaller, like really crispy pies, and now they just bring out these huge steaming pies with like really really soft centers, and they're just like, go ahead, eat up. Like and we'll start back at the top. So roll your third saves here, folks. Remember, Elnat is getting a +1, and Orpheus is getting a -2.
Can Angoric see that but Orpheus struggled a little bit?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, he will guidance Orpheus instead this time.
Okay.
With only a
He's using a hero point.
Okay. It's we're just killing. Oh, the pie eating contest is gonna take all our hero points for the day. Who cares if we get into a life-threatening combat after this? Elnat, what you got?
Mine wasn't as good this time. I got a 15.
Okay, 15. That's with the +1.
Correct.
Okay. And Orpheus with the -2. What you cut out there?
22.
22. Okay. Woo. Pretty good with the penalty. Okay, Walkroon.
Natural 19 for a 26.
Wow. All right.
Walkroon's just getting
And
warmed up.
then
Rolls better every time.
what about Huang?
My hero point served me. Natural 20 for a 25.
Wow. Okay.
Very nice.
And then Bao.
Do I still have the -3?
No, not this round.
So, natural 19, so 20.
20. Okay. So everyone succeeds this round, and actually, Walkroon and Huang both critically succeed.
Hell yeah.
So in the next round, both of you are going to get a +2.
+2 or +1?
2.
Okay.
It's random. I rolled it.
Cool.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So
Thank you.
yeah, we're moving right along. So it's kind of now we're past that halfway point. They're bringing out some more pie, and you kind of look down the row, and you can see about half the competitors are already like kind of like clutching their stomachs and like kind of like looking a little bit woozy and stuff. But you see all the way down at the end, it's like both of the Stoutbeard brothers are just kind of still shoveling them away. And strangely enough, like Diodorali, the elf, and Kelda, like the human woman, are like cracking their knuckles, like you can barely even tell that they've been like have they been just shoveling down food for the last like 10 minutes. But
Strong hand
Go ahead.
brother Joey Chestnuts of this world.
maybe. Okay, let's see. We're on round 4 now. So everybody roll your 4th rolls here, and we'll start at the top with Elnat when you're ready.
Back to Huang helping.
Jody get +2.
I got a 17 for mine.
17, okay. Orpheus?
1.
You don't need that.
You got 21?
Yep.
For some reason, it's like cutting off like the first thing that you say.
Yeah, it's only you. It's I don't know why.
Walkroon.
Y'all are using the same mic.
With the +2, that was a 17.
17, okay. And Huang?
15.
Ooh, 15, okay. And I think Josh gave you a +1 also. Did you count that?
Oh no, so it'd be 16.
16, okay. And Bao.
Bow rolled a 12.
Okay. All right, so normal successes across the board this time, except for Bao. Bao failed again, so Bao is struggling a little bit with this pie eating contest. It's not looking like he's going to prevail this time.
I
So
mean,
Bao,
sex beforehand, we all knew this was gonna happen.
yeah, it's really his own fault. So going into the last round, Bao has a -3 again on his roll here. So okay, everybody else, it's just straight across the board. So we will roll again here for round 5. So Elnat, you're up.
So, if this is truly a full round, I can technically cast guidance 3 times. So I'm going to do guidance on Orpheus, Huang, and Elnat.
Is there not a restriction that you can't cast it again while it's already been cast?
I don't think so. It's not concentration or anything, so I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just that it can't be on like the same person.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Description doesn't say anything about anything else.
All right.
Started my next turn.
So I have a +1 for mine.
Yes.
Then I got a 16.
Okay, 16 for Elnat.
I got an 8.
An 8 for Orpheus, okay. Walkroon?
17.
17, alright. Wong?
With my +1 from Angoric, 21.
21, okay. And then Bao.
And Bao gets -3,
Mm-hmm.
so 11.
Okay.
Bao dies.
Yeah. Bao's stomach explodes.
He's very sick. So Bao and Orpheus are gonna fail out that. Oh, I'm sorry. Bao, Orpheus, and Elnat are all gonna fail out that last round. Like you're trying to eat pies, and like you're just feeling yourself lose a little bit of momentum there at the very end. And while Kroon and Huang are like the two ones still sitting there eating, and you look down the row, and it's just Walkroon and Huang and the older Stoutbeard brother, Daryl. So let's just move. We're gonna move Daryl down here, and Walkroon and Huang, and then they're just going to bring out it's like
The big
one
pie.
last gigantic pie. Yeah, exactly. And they're just like, well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have the need for the tiebreaker pie. Eat as much of this single pie as you can. And they basically just like set you all, smaller table, like all three of you directly across from each other. And they're just like, on your mark and set, go! And just like, just eat as much of this last pie as possible. So we're going to do one more tiebreaker round there. And then, like no specific, there's not, nobody critically succeeded that last round. So it's just whatever you roll on the die here.
I'm picturing this last moment looking like that scene in Matilda with the chocolate cake.
All
All
right,
right,
so
here we go.
we'll go down the row. It's well, Corinne will be first.
I rolled 25.
Oh my god.
Rolled a natural
25.
18.
All right, 25 is pretty good. What about Huang?
19.
It's
19,
also pretty
okay.
good.
Not bad.
Your +1s.
All right.
Oh, I thought we weren't getting any pluses. I
I
guess
mean, that's fine. You can if you want. Yeah.
20.
Okay. All right. So you're all three sitting there, just kind of eating pie, and Huang, you feel yourself slowing down, but you last all the way to the last second. But you turn around and they come out and measure it. They've got like some instruments there to like figure out how much pie you were able to consume, and they're just like, and the unanimous champion is Walkroon! And they're just like, everybody stands up and cheers, and they start bringing out like immediately. You feel yourself like, oh, a little bit sick there from eating those pies. And they bring out a wagon that's just got all these jars of jam. And they're like, you've won 20 jars of stickleberry jam! And it's like, It's the scene from The Grinch when he's like eating all these different foods and stuff, and they just like keep handing him more and stuff. They're like,
That's funny.
20 jars of stickleberry jam.
I think Walkthrough, right when he's done and gets declared winner, he pulls out his chalice and drains it with whatever liquid is in. Just belches really loudly. And he looks to Huang and goes, to be honest with you, I didn't expect you to make it this far. You're not anything against you, just smaller frame. I wouldn't expect you to be able to eat so well. But you killed it.
But you killed it. All right.
Also, misogynist is what we're learning.
No.
No, and
She's short.
They bring out the stickleberry stickler again, and they put it in your hands, and it's kind of like this. It's a really nice spear, and it's kind of like got like features of like all of the vine features on it, look like they made of like copper. So they like wound copper like around the spear and kind of like made, and then at the end, it looks like the berry part of it would like weigh it down a lot, but it actually kind of like counterbalances out like the spearhead a little bit, so it like feels like it's really well balanced. Exactly. Yeah, you feel like you could put it on one finger and make some comment or remark about the balance of it. So they bring out the stickler, and they obviously you have to take care of it because we'll need it again for next year's contest. But as for this year, you are the Lord Stickleberry, and then everybody cheers and stuff. And they're like, "Do you want to make a quick speech for us?" And the people and then crowd are like, "Speech, speech, speech, speech!" They're all like chanting for it.
I'll make a speech.
All right. So what kind of check do you want to go with there?
Oh God!
You
I was just gonna...
all
right, yeah. No, that'll dictate how well my speech is. Let me give my speech either way.
Okay.
Well, I'm untrained in performance, but I feel like it's
like,
gotta be
society or diplomacy or something like that.
Let's see, society +0, diplomacy. Oh, I can do diplomacy. Yeah, I got good diplomacy actually.
All right.
Oh, and that's the lowest roll I've made since we started. Total of a 10 on diplomacy.
Okay.
So I would stand up there and I just go, "Hi, me and my friends, we wanted to eat some pie, and I came here and I ate more pie than everybody else. Thank you."
And they're like quickly ushering you away from them. They're on a microphone, but they're just like, "Oh,
I'm pie drunk."
He goes,
Yep, exactly.
"My appetite was huge."
Huge.
And he was like, "Oh,
Huge. Thank you, Dylan.
My appetite was huge." All right, so you feel like you maybe had a chance to kind of like earn some reputation here with the crowd, and you maybe didn't do so good at that, but that's all right.
Literally rolled nothing below. Like I rolled an 8 once with my +2, nothing lower than a 10, and this one I rolled a 4.
Now, assuming that you want to keep the stickleberry jam, you certainly can. There are 20 jars of it, but they're also you could sell those jars for a total of 2 gold pieces if you so chose.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I like to imagine that Wokrun just takes these and immediately turns and is like,
"Jam here! We got jam here! We got jam on the 2 gold, 2 gold. I'm hearing 2 gold for jam. 3. You get 3.
Exactly.
4. 5. Brendan, I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard, but I actually got 6 gold for my jam. So
What? That's crazy.
that's just what people were willing to pay. Is this actually a spear?
It is.
Oh, what kind of spear are we looking at here?
Do you detect magic on it, or do you appraise it or anything?
Oh yeah, I forgot. We just don't know. Well, I don't
can
think.
magic on it.
Yeah, I can't.
appraisal wasn't an action anymore. That's just kind of a thing.
Yeah, can I just do esoteric lore on it?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll it. It's not great. Cool. I don't know anything. I chose a new die and rolled a 4.
Good.
Do I know enough about it to put something in my inventory though, like bronze spear?
Well, it's a spear. I mean, like it would be
Is
a
it just
spear.
called spear? Okay.
If Karu detects
someone
magic
else?
on it, it does look like it's at least resonating as magical. So you
do
can
I need
add.
Do anything to get more information, or is that just how detect magic works now?
I have no idea.
I mean, I think the spear. I think it feels like maybe it's not just a normal normal spear. Well, clearly it's got this stickleberry on the end, but Karu, Elnat, anyone, can you take a look and see if you have an idea what this is? Like, truly? Like, I mentioned Elnat because, smithing and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
I don't know
crafting.
if there's like a crafting check you can do to learn something about it, or Arcana or something, maybe? Society, since it's like a thing that people know about.
I've seen many spears in my day, but none of this magnificent magnitude.
Magnificent magnitude.
Yeah, so basically it depends on what tradition makes it magical. So if you assume it's arcane, then the corresponding skill would be arcana. And then divine religion, occultism, and primal nature. So if we assume that so anyone that has those skills can make a check on it if they want. You can do arcana or nature, occultism, or religion to try and determine what makes it magical, per se.
Yeah, I'll try Arcana first.
I'll try religion. 18 for religion.
Okay.
23 for Arcana.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys are basically able to suss out that that the dwarves have enchanted this spear, and it is a +1 magical spear. So I think you should be
Magical
able to add
spear
that
is the
to
name
your
of it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's called in Path Builder. If you look at weapons, add weapon.
Yeah.
You probably have to customize it, would be my guess, but
What item level is it? That might help.
I don't know.
Okay. Two-handed? Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. I can do spear. 2. Don't see anything there. Let's see. See, a long spear, level 0. I'll figure it out. We can keep going.
Yeah.
If you just do you post that somewhere, like what it's called, straight out of the book or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so the contest kind of finishes there's more people that come up and give speeches, and like they continue kind of being jovial and that type of thing. Is there anybody that you want to approach from this group as they're kind of like all dispersing?
Good networking opportunity.
I think I got
Like-
carried away with the spear and my horrible speech, so I think Walkroon's just gonna kind of meander off and rest his stomach.
I'd like to say hello to Skog.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's a big.
Pie. This is the final pie that comes out. It's larger than 10 people.
No, that's a pie. All right, I got a slice.
Nice. Yeah. Now I'd imagine they're just giving it away now. They're just like, all right, somebody eat this. But yeah, so Skog he'll say the usual, and then like try to like bring out like he's got like a little transportable. he's got a cask with him, and it's like rolling around.
It's the cracked anvil food truck that he's got.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. It's just a wagon with a broken wheel.
Haru would
Good.
like to take an oversized slice of the big pie and take it out to the urchins outside, to some scrawny
Ah.
kid, and offer it up to him.
To make their day. He slides it all the way down the stairs to the lower levels, and he's like, "Have at it."
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm not going
yeah.
in there. I'm just
That's right.
delivering.
Cool.
But who's here that we would want to talk to? You said one of them had an inn that maybe had food poisoning.
Yeah. So
Confirm
you had
that.
heard about some rumors. The Silver Cap Tavern had to be like shut down because there were people getting food poisoning there, and so like the elf that was present here, she is part of that. She's the owner of that tavern.
Okay. When I get back from outside feeding street urchins, I mosey on up to her and tug on her skirt.
So she kind of like looks around first, and then she like looks down, and she goes, "Oh, how may I help you?"
Hello, ma'am. I'm a traveling adventurer with this merry band of, well, us. And we were tasked with trying to make right in this town here, and we understand that there's some wrong going around in your neck of this old wood. So, have at it. What's going on with you?
Oh boy, now
He's
we're
like,
getting
"Well,
at some wrong going on, and this here neck of your woods.
He's a cowboy poppet.
Sounds like
That's
he's from
right.
Georgia.
He's
Cowboy
exchanging
Bebop it.
little-
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy on a steel horse.
Yeah, so she's like, well, I don't know. There have been a larger than usual number of patrons coming down with food poisoning after eating at my establishment. Like, I do warn patrons that occasionally we use rare and exotic mushrooms, and if they are sensitive to that type of thing, they should stay away, of course. But this week we were not trialing anything that was even slightly poisonous, and so many patrons got sick that we had to actually shut down. The city forced us to close doors.
Interesting. How do I check if she's lying?
Good old sense motive. Yeah, what would that be here?
Society, maybe?
Deception? Like, can you roll?
Yeah.
Or perception. It's just perception, right?
Oh, it's just perception?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think you're right.
against you.
Okay. I do that.
Against her deception, if she's lying.
21.
Yes. You feel like she's maybe it's because she's an elf, or maybe that's just her personality. But you don't feel like she could lie if she wanted to. She's just telling you how it is.
All right. Well, with that bit of information, ask her, well, do you trust your vendors? Could it be that they're not being fully trustful with you about the mushrooms that you're getting from them?
Yes, I have very reliable sources. I grow some of these mushrooms myself in the conservatory, and I occasionally forage for my own outside high helm. But the majority of them come in through reliable markets. So I buy from a trio of halflings that kind of make it their priority to know what good mushrooms are and what bad mushrooms are. I usually quarantine any new mushrooms that I bring in for a set amount of time before testing them on any dishes.
Okay. No, I'm gonna want the name of those halflings,
Of course.
and perhaps the condition of this quarantine room of yours.
Yes,
That could
well,
be another.
you could. Well, if you're going to look into this for me, I'd be happy to see you to the establishment and allow you to look around.
Of
it's
course,
been-
like I
it's been-
said, we're here to help.
Yeah, it's been shuttered since since the incident that happened, and it's like, well, I'm due to uproot and wander and find inspiration elsewhere. So if you want to, if you check this out for me, it would be worth your while. You could take anything that you find in the cash box. It's under the chanterelle bin, and might be a few trinkets there that you and your friends could pawn off.
I appreciate that, and we'll do whatever we can to make this right for you.
Oh, thank you so much. She said, I was concerned at first. It was, I mean, I've had a bowl of soup myself that night and got a little bit queasy. Was uncomfortable until the next morning when it passed through my system. But I understand that some patrons were exhausted and violently vomiting everywhere, and they were itchy, and I don't know what could have caused it.
Sounds like a right mess. Now, you wouldn't happen to have any of those mushrooms still about, would you?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Any mushrooms that we would have kept out since the incident would have gone bad by now, and there wouldn't be anything left for you to really examine.
Well, that's quite all right.
Quite all right. You're all
I don't know.
right.
I'll do voices, guys. I'm trying.
Yeah, I like
Sure.
it. I'm into it.
plan.
I have a plan.
I just need money.
So yeah, I mean, she kind of gives you she can give you directions, or if if you guys want to, she can take you there at some point. But yeah, you kind of get the sense that this is it's been closed down by the city, so no one's been in or out. And she's willing to cooperate and answer any questions that you have.
Okay.
The only other thing we had going on today was the Basilisk match, correct?
Yeah.
Till the
And
evening, right?
that's in the evening, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So if we wanted to do this, we probably have plenty of time, yeah?
Yeah, what time is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I imagine it's like afternoon now. Like it's probably that was like lunchtime was when all the piety contests and stuff happened, and that took a little bit. So maybe the piety contest commenced at the black noon. Oh.
Hey, I know that.
What time is the basketball?
We'll say like not till like we'll say like 8 o'clock this evening or something like that. Like it's the premier game of this day and time. So it's late night TV.
Yeah, you want it just right after dinner time.
Do it.
You don't want it too early.
I will not be
This is
eating
like Sunday night football.
full on pie.
But no Taylor Swift.
Well, no Carrie Underwood is what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
That too. Both are accurate.
See, let's
Yeah,
save
let's
this
do it.
little lady. Let's help her out.
We have a plan.
We have a plan.
Okay. Yeah. So if you guys want to, she can kind of lead you there. So we will go back to the map, I suppose. Let's see.
Yes, I reveal all this information I've acquired to the rest of the group.
All right.
Oh yeah. Real quick, Brendan, I think I have the spear added. When you
Okay.
say +1, that's like an additional +1 to hit, right?
I think
Or
so.
what is +1?
And damage.
I don't, because we didn't there wasn't like a +1 weapons or anything like that in Starfinder, so I don't understand the vernacular.
Yeah, I don't.
It's okay. I mean, unless it's gonna matter right now, I can worry about it later. I just add because I can do an attack override and say +1, but if I do
Yes,
that, then
sure.
it makes my hit instead of a +5, it makes it a +1. So I'd imagine I need to attack override to +6 maybe.
I don't think you should have to override anything. You should just be able to add a
That's not.
magical weapon.
It's not.
It also depends on if the spear is part of your proficiency.
Yeah. No, there's not a spear by anything called that. There's no.
The bonus applies to both attack and damage rolls.
And damage.
In combat, all magic weapons are also masterwork weapons, but their masterwork bonuses on attack rolls do not stack with their enhancement bonuses on attack rolls.
Well, that's old
Hmm.
stuff. I don't think there's no masterwork in second edition, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I
There's
really
no,
ought to just get the hardcover book, so it's not all like just online knowledge.
Well, it's new stuff too. I think.
Yeah.
There's no like there is a spear that is just called spear. That is
Right.
a 1d6. There's no magic item by anything other. Like the lowest tier magic item is like a splinter spear. That's a level 13 item, so I don't think that's probably right. But I can go into spear and give it a quote unquote +1.
Can you put a potency rune on it?
Yeah. Is that
Okay, that's what it is.
weapon potency
plus-
+1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that automatically adjust your attack and damage?
I think so. Let's see.
Okay.
Give. Accept. Well, it does the hit, but not a. Not the
Yeah, it should
damage.
just be attack rolls, I guess.
Okay,
'cause
so it's just-
yeah.
That
If
works.
it
Cool.
had a striking rune on it, then the striking rune would give you extra
Mm.
damage dice.
Cool. That works.
So it should just be a
Weapon
+1 potency.
+1. Got it.
Good to know.
Okay.
What's the name
Now
of
we
it
got
again,
that.
too? Because I can give it a custom name.
The Stickleberry Stickler.
Stickler.
Although it's yours now, so you
Still-
can rename it to whatever.
Yeah, you can call it whatever you want.
You call it just fucking shit. It doesn't matter.
Fucking shit.
Next year at the pie eating contest, and the winner gets this spear
Piece of
called
shit.
fucking shit. Damn it.
All right. Should be good. So basically, she leads you back to the Silver Cap Tavern, which is in the Stone Breach district. So it's not the very, very lowest district, but it is the second lowest district in the city. So she leads you to this place, and she kind of shows you it's been sealed. This incident was like about a week ago. So she hasn't had any business since. There's nobody who's been in or out. They've kind of got like ropes coiled around the doors and stuff that have been marked with like a wax seal, so that nobody's been in or out. It's kind of it's in a corner all the way down in the Stone Breach neighborhood. So it's kind of like it's actually like carved out of the wall. And then above the main door, there's a wooden sign with like this smiling mushroom mascot. It's like a silver cap dotted with bright purple spots. So there's like a chimney that juts out there. So like, when she's cooking, like all of the exhaust and stuff can go out of the building. There's other ventilation pipes there. But yeah, so like there's burlap sheets and stuff that have been hung over the windows, like and like stuck there with like alchemical glue. Like the whole place looks like it's been shut down and like closed purposefully. So there's like signs on it basically that says condemned, closed, whatever, what have you. Like it's not appropriate to go in.
Let's go in.
So she kind of leads you guys up to the door, and she's like, you're welcome to let yourselves in if you'd like. Or if you have any other questions for me, she's like, I can stay close out here until you've kind of concluded your investigation.
Are we breaking any laws going in here, or you still own it so you can give us access for free? I shouldn't be looking over my shoulder for guards or anything, yeah?
No, the city guard they've completed like their basic investigation, and essentially determined that they don't think there was any foul play, but I want to know more. I want to know what could have caused this, or what could we have done differently to prevent this from happening in case I open up another shop somewhere else.
Hi, alright, thank you. I looked at everybody else, I'm like, you ready? Should we go in?
Go in.
Let's go.
Okay.
Walkthrough runs
So it looks
through the
like
front
there's-
door.
Yeah.
As
just-
we walk in, Angoric kind of says to himself, "I always hated this place. The mushrooms never settled right with me."
Yeah, so she does say that they've operated successfully for years. She's been the proprietor here for 50 years, and she's like, there were some rocky weeks there when we first got open, but like we haven't had serious cases of illness like this at all in the entire runtime of the restaurant. So like this is highly unusual that this happens. So there's a set of double doors there that kind of there's you kind of see there's two different doors here that kind of go into the main dining area, and there's also another door over here that just goes into a little restroom. It's like not connected to the main restaurant.
Okay. I think Wakaroon will just walk up to the main door. Does it look like there's any sort of light in there? Like, is there anything still lighting it up so dark? Okay. I think he would pull out his hatchet in one hand then, just to have it out.
Okay.
So hatchet in one hand and go and tear off the stuff to go in this door right here.
That's a window.
Okay.
There's a door here. A door here.
Okay, I misunderstood. Gotcha.
Yeah.
They go, are you ready? Let's both come in on the same. Let's split the party here, and some of you go on the right door and some go on the left.
Can I see through the window at all?
They've all been plastered over with like the canvas and stuff, so you could like remove it.
Nah.
Is-
I'll go with Boat Run.
Okay. All right. What about Elnat, Huang? You guys hanging out?
No, I will also go in. I'll have my great axe out, and I'll go in on the right side, assuming that's Orpheus and Karu are going in on that side.
To keep
I
the
saw they were
party even,
Even.
Bao and I will go with Walkroon and Gorik.
To say roll
Okay.
roll Bow up and throw him through the front window. That way we have like a 3-1-3 split.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you take your time, kind of like undo the, like I said, the rope that's like around the entrance there, and the door opens up quite easily. We'll go ahead and say that those doors are open. It's not showing you what's inside now.
Oh, yeah, you have to move yourself once. Okay, got it.
Is it not?
I'm in. This bottom bit is still black, though.
I don't know why.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, so you go inside, and I don't think you should be able to see past the other doors either, but that's all right. So you go inside the dining hall, and there's a kind of like worn hardwood floors here. There's a ring of stone out surrounding a fire pit in the center. There's an eclectic mix of partitioned booths to the west, round tables to the south, and a long table with benches kind of near the center of the room. Stools that are against a partially stocked bar to the north. And it looks like in multiple places there have been like splotches of like fungus that have like grown onto the ground and onto surfaces, almost as if for ingredients are trying to decompose the restaurant. So the largest fungus by far is a shield hanging above the office door, which is so like there. This here is a little office. There's a door here that lets you into this office. There's a door here that goes to the storeroom. And then there's just like an open area here, I think, that kind of goes into the back room.
I'm gonna go just take a look at the mushrooms that are growing around. Not necessarily gonna touch them or anything like that, but I will, or have you do an esoteric lore for me at a +4.
Okay.
Which
Got a 12. Oh, so it's part of the secret check, huh? What are you trying to find out?
And which,
so you're just looking at the...
yeah, just, I mean, if I can identify them, like, by name, like, I imagine that giving a name, if anybody else, like, knows anything about that specific name, it would be beneficial. And then I guess if it would be harmful, like, to be breathing, like, an immediate danger.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really identify what this is. Like, you look at it, and it's not like a common fungus that you'd know.
Okay. I'd say that. I go, I can't say that I'm familiar with this particular type of mushroom here, but I'm going to continue to have a look around. Someone else might take a look, though. And then he'll just keep looking.
Gorik calls to Huang and says, Huang, you're our resident mushroom expert. Maybe you should check it out.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm not a captain. Private. 3rd rank.
Private.
Ensign, first class.
Yeah, he's a military priest.
Okay. So what do you want to roll? You were trying to roll like a nature check?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Nature is... What's that? 21.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so you maybe are a little more used to different types of fungus than Walkroon is as a cave as a deep delver. So they are like native to the Five Kings Mountain region, and there's like some of these fungus are like inedible, like they're just like cave fungus, so they're not like something that she would have used in the restaurant. Like, this is a kind of a transplanted growth sort of situation. Um, she mainly uses imported mushrooms, and like this is like stuff from like deep down in the caves.
Deep in the cave.
Deep with
The
the
wolves delved deep and greedily. But anyone else here, like you can let me know what your characters are doing, what you'd be interested in, or what you're kind of like searching for. We can maybe figure out what you might be able to roll to get more information.
Are those ingredients along the back of the wall?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of ingredients sorted.
I would like to investigate the ingredients.
Okay. Yeah, I think if you look around, you kind of there's a variety of things in the shelves. There are, like I said, she used a lot of imported mushrooms, and some of that looks like it's kind of like spoiled, or like you're not really sure how good it would be for if you're making food still. There are bottles of like alcohol and like drinks and things here that you could probably like take down from the shelves and kind of like load up and probably sell. You might be able to get 4 or 5 gold pieces out of the stuff that's here.
What?
Yeah.
And Toric is above petty thievery.
Well, she said basically that you're welcome to whatever you find inside.
Orpheus isn't. Here we go. Could I do so? I'd like to roll to like for anything of value and any signs of like foul play.
There's chickens everywhere.
Okay. Let's see. You could probably do, if you want to do like, you could do like a general like perception check, or thievery probably, if that's what you're looking for. I was like, or I don't know about the value of the items. Maybe like a crafting check or something like that.
Yep, 24.
Okay. What did you roll?
That what? I'm sorry.
What did you roll? Like what skill were you using?
Thievery.
Okay, so thievery. So you're kind of looking around to see kind of if you can kind of piece together like what's happened in here. So kind of looking around. It looks like the fungus, if you look at it from a certain angle, it almost looks like footprints. Like some place that everyone like each time they stepped, they like sprouted some like growth on the floor.
Huh.
So you can kind of follow it around the room, and like see that it looks like maybe someone came in like through one of the front doors, wandered around the room, and then walked to the east door and went in the back room there, and then came back out and then went through the north like back to where the like the kitchen area is.
It's a leshy.
And then they turned around and left through the same door that they came in, like these southwest doors.
Orpheus, what you
Check
see
out
in there?
the kitchen area.
Yeah, so let's see. So that kind of gives you an idea of like kind of like what direction everyone went. That door, let's see, that goes to B5.
Yeah, no, the room she just moved into, that's the cupboard where like the storage room.
Yeah, so that's basically like, so when you open that door, it looks like it's locked from the outside. When you push on it, like the doorknob just kind of comes off in your hand, and like the whole thing like is like rotted, like where it would like connect like to the lock and everything is like rotted, so it just easily pushes open. So you kind of go in there, and it looks like there are rows of wooden troughs mounted on steel rods, and then west, north, and south walls of this lightless greenhouse. There's an assortment of fungi growing from wood chips and compost in these troughs. While some sections are densely populated, others seem to have been recently picked. There are glass terrariums and cabinets across the east wall, where panes look like they've been shattered and shards of glass are kind of littering the floor. And there are 3 wide bowls in the middle of the room that kind of have water in them, which kind of lends to this extremely humid environment in this room. Like it's very clearly like a room for cultivating mushrooms.
I bet it smells like shit in there.
It's probably very very pungent.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. But did you mention that those footsteps went through here too, though?
Yeah, so they kind of go all around. Like I said, they walk all around in the dining room area. They go in here to the storeroom, and then they go back to the kitchen, and then they come back out. They clearly like leave. So let's see. Huang's done something. What about the other folks that haven't kind of really done anything yet? Is Karu interested in anything, or Elnat looking at anything?
Karu's kind of interested in like the social aspects. So like the halflings that like worked over here. He's trying to look for like signs of, I don't know. Yeah, like Orpheus has said, like foul play. Like obviously they just found the broken glass, but if Karu were to see that, he would want to look into that.
Okay. So, do you want to try like perception, or what are you looking for specifically?
Probably, yeah, just looking into that area specifically. And so yeah, that's just a 10 for perception.
Okay. Well, I will say Karu has a different perspective on this room than everyone else does. He's kind of like looking up at everything, and you notice underneath the bar here, it looks like something has been written out in this slime. There's like luminous like slime, and something's been written out. But I would say right off the bat, you probably can't read what the language is.
Okay, then who's here next to me? Wakroon. I tug on Wakroon's skirt and show him the. Hey, he's a dwarf. He wears a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
Under the bar there. It's like hey, look here.
Oh, yeah. It
wrong
looks
with
like there's
this?
some sort of some lettering. I assume I don't immediately recognize it either. And I go, Elnet, we were gonna go teach those languages up in the higher levels yesterday, but I know we didn't get around to it. Can you take a look at this, see if you recognize it at all? And I'll go ahead and roll esoteric lore on it just to see if I would know. And I actually got a 22 on just like identifying what the language is. Maybe not what the words are, but if I could just like tell, like, this is clearly Russian, something like that.
Yeah. I would say that maybe this is something that you would know, Wakroon. Like you've seen messages like this left kind of like down in the caves by druids. This is the druidic language, so no one can speak it other than actual druids.
Oh well.
As it just so happened.
Elnat, come take a look at this, but also Huang, I have an inkling of a feeling that she might be able to figure out what this says. It might be druidic. And I step out of the way.
Yeah, I will also kind of like I'll come over to check it out, but let Huang go since it's druidic. I don't know the druidic language, so staying out of the way of the experts.
Okay.
So would I roll a perception then to read it? Or?
You know the language, so like if you walk over and they point this thing out to you, it's just a short little message kind of written here, and it just says, "Be free, my cousins."
Interesting. So I wonder.
Poor druid doing something.
Isn't there a whole species of like living vegetables?
Leshies, right? That's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if this lady was actually like had like slaved mushroom leshies in the back room
Yeah, like
to like grow her
living
stuff.
mushrooms.
Yeah, and then this druid came in and freed them or something.
Yeah, if you're looking up a character to create for this campaign, it says that lessons are allowed because there's a few.
Yeah,
of them
there's just someone.
area.
Well, not
I think
Leshens. That's what
species
you're.
is like the mushroom version of one. So it could just be regular mushrooms that he or she feels a connection to.
That's true. I guess I did. Huang, in your opinion, do you consider? I know mushrooms are not really plants, or they're not really animals. Do you feel a connection? Would you call just mundane mushrooms your cousin, or does this seem like maybe something else is going on here? Maybe like some leshies or something like that. Some living mushrooms. I don't know what you would roll to see if you would know that, but.
I mean, I consider every living organism part of my family tree.
Aw.
Aye. All right. And is that common? Is that normal amongst your people?
In some capacities, yes.
Aye. All right. Well, I guess in that case, it seems like maybe we have what happened here, but maybe not who did it. The druid came in, caused damage. Well, but the so what exactly happened? We know that the mushrooms were poisoned or
food
destroyed.
poisoning, yeah.
There was food poisoning. Or
They
what
seem
was-
to be tampered with, given the broken
because
glass.
if she
Well-
felt a connection with the mushrooms that are in the back there, she wouldn't destroy them, right? Like.
Mm.
That's
The
fair.
message is also be free, my cousins, and theoretically, the mushrooms would still have to have been consumed to cause food poisoning. So, I don't think freedom is digestion, but to some
Yeah.
people,
Well, and it may not necessarily be that they are setting free all of them, but putting if putting this place out of business would allow the others to be free potentially.
Dylan, turn your gain down 2 notches.
Yeah.
You're good. Just so we hear a TV, but it's just because your gain size, so. I assume.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you know that Diaderali said that it was food poisoning. There was a lot of people that got sick when they had to shut down. She didn't say anything about foul play or funny business. She just kind of asked if you could go in and check and kind of look around. And she said the city had already kind of completed some rudimentary investigation. They didn't find anything necessarily, but now it's been a little bit of time, so maybe some of this process has taken some time to
show.
To
the slime
show.
mold had to grow.
yeah. So, but yeah, you've got now this message that says "Be free, my cousins" is clearly a clue. The fact that some of the door had been tampered with, rotted away. Maybe that's a partial clue about what's going on. There's these footprints that kind of lead you in circles around this room.
The
and there's only
footprints,
one footprints.
maybe it was a mushroom leshy that did it, and she's calling the mushrooms her cousins because they're not alive. Because the footsteps had mushrooms on them, so maybe where they walk. Could we do that's I think Wakun would be thinking that. Could we roll a? I don't know what to roll. Roll a check to see. Would we know if mushroom leshies when they walk around? Is that leshies in general? Is it a normal thing for if a mushroom leshy would have come in here, would the footsteps being mushrooms make sense? Is that a logical thread to draw?
I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah. What does that make sense as far as the universe goes? It makes sense
Yeah,
to Austin. I mean, I could do a nature check or esoteric or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think I just rolled for Walkroon real quick, and I don't think that's something that you would know. Maybe you haven't met a lot of mushroom leshies before. Maybe you haven't met any.
There's another for us to investigate, right?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of there's definitely still things to investigate, and there's probably more checks that you could still make in this room. Kind of something off the wall. You kind of done, some perception, some thievery in that main room.
I'm I would also like to do a perception, and just like thematically, since like this, because these words were written like underneath the table. You said, right?
Yep.
So like that has Elnat kind of thinking, all right, let's try to look in those weird places that we wouldn't look at normally.
Obviously, it was a shorter creature that wrote that, because
Oh,
yeah.
I got a nat 20 with a total of 26.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. So yeah, so what I'll say is that you take a look around and look for more clues inside this room. You kind of, I mean, you guys have done perception checks already in this room. The other thing that you probably notice is that, and I mentioned it in the description of the room, but there's like the largest clump of fungus seems to be on a shield hanging above the office door, and it looks like you could take it off the wall. Like it looks like it's like a physical object that you could remove.
Would I be able to reach it since it's
Yeah,
over?
no, yeah, you could reach, walk over and grab it.
I'll go ahead and do that then.
And I don't know if this is an item that you guys have in Path Builder at all, but it is called a myco-weave shield. So it's like the shield is like the cap of a mushroom.
Let's see.
It's
Defense.
about like 2.5 feet across, but it's like a really broad mushroom cap.
You said it was a microweave.
Myco-weave,
Mic-
MYCO.
Yep, there is. There's
Okay.
a microweave shield lesser.
Yeah, that's what it is. You kind of pick up this little shield there. I guess you would probably know because you make tools and forge things. If you take a look at the door, like the door that's kind of busted, it looks like almost like the door frame there has rotted, like it would have, like if it was a tree trunk in the woods for like dozens of years. You know, it would have rotted away by like natural erosion. But it's been localized specifically to the part of the door frame where the part of the door jamb, like where the lock and like the you know all that mechanism is, and it's just that part. Like everything else about the door looks like solid, sturdy, and but it's like someone or something has purposefully rotted this one spot to be able to get in and out of that room.
That matches with what we've seen other places too. So whoever or whatever this thing was is able to force rot like that. It's pretty dope, actually.
Angoric would like to open the door to the office.
Okay. Yeah, so if you try the door to the office, it's locked and refuses to open. Diaderali did give you her key, though.
I'd like to use the key on the door
Mhm.
to open
Yeah.
the lock.
Yeah, and then it opens easily. Okay, so there's an office in there that contains a bookshelf, desk, chair, and numerous shelves filled with these wood carvings. Behind the desk, there is an unstrung bow. So there's kind of like this short bow on the wall, and it's kind of got these arrows like that have been like stuck into the wall, kind of forming kind of a semicircle underneath it.
Like, keep it in, like, you know, as a set piece sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to do a perception check on the wood carvings.
Sure.
I think that's a 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you look around, kind of like look through all the stuff there. There's a lot of you assume maybe these are like back from home because she is an elf. So she's obviously not from High Helm originally. So like a lot of these look like maybe they just have sentimental value. There are there's basically like a satyr like that's been carved out of like this like white driftwood that looks like it could be valuable. You kind of like roll that over. That's a good perception check. Kind of like glance around. There are quite a few things in this room that are probably valuable. Again, it's like there's a scholarly journal like on the table, along with a writing set. There's the short bow on the wall. Looks like it's in good condition, and the arrows look to be in good shape. There's also like if you like open any of the drawers and stuff on the desk, she keeps all of her records in there. So that it's got all of her purchasing records, and so like it again has the names of these halflings, and it's just like the three brothers, uh, uh, mushroom service. Like it's like it's a very very straightforward like, and like just got all of their business transactions, and like just flipping through it. I mean maybe. Angoric occasionally gets to look at the books and stuff at the church, so he's like, everything here looks like it's on the up and up.
Is there anything underneath the desk? Like, if I were to stick my head where the chair is at and look up, do I see anything?
You don't see any. There's not any coded messages or anything, and there's nothing that looks out of place. Just the bottom of the desk.
Okay. Well, he's going to leave the valuables there because he has no interest in that sort of thing, and make no mention of it to anyone else. But he will take the record book out and bring it to the.
He's clipping on the stream right now, trying to move
Himself, yeah, and take it out to the long table to look through look through the records and see specifically
Spread.
like the week of these incidents, what was taking place.
Okay.
And I'd imagine that takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, so we kind of went around to everyone and kind of like searched through kind of this main area. Does anybody else have anything they'd be curious about checking out?
I'll go check out that bathroom.
Yeah. And while
Go back
Kroon is
outside.
immediately interested in a book that Angoric brings out.
Okay.
You said walk room?
Yeah.
Car room.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
Shitter.
that's fine. So while Kroon goes back outside, goes all the way out to the privy, which you assume has also been sealed shut since the
Oh, yeah.
the incident, and smells very bad.
Okay.
It looks like there's a lot of people use this in short order and didn't really have to take a lot of time to clean up after themselves. So it is pretty rank.
Walk room takes a deep breath, goes in, and then looks around. Just a standard perception check. Looking for rot or anything like that, or maybe, the same things that we were looking for inside. And I rolled a natural 3, so instead I eat shit and die.
Yeah, I was gonna say you stick your head directly in the toilet and look around.
And I come back with a shit ring on my neck.
Exactly. But yeah, you don't see anything.
Nothing out there, guys.
You don't see any
Self-swirly,
fungus.
those
There's
are rare.
no. Yeah, exactly. Self-swirling. So yeah, you don't see any fungus. So you don't see anything nasty in there.
Okay.
I mean, you do see plenty of stuff that's nasty, but you don't see anything growing.
Nothing that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Okay. If any of us don't have a nose or are able to turn off their sense of smell, it might be worth going and taking a look in the shitter. It smelled too bad, I could hardly focus. My eyes were watering so bad.
Karu?
Alright.
I'll admit, yeah, that's probably me, but that's not happening.
You see the
Wow.
doll just walks in there.
Well, I rolled a natural 1, so...
Oh.
It also smells really bad.
It's something
Another
about
self-swirly.
it's something about that room. Yeah.
I would like everybody to know that I just threw my dice down earlier and rolled a nat 20. But I wasn't rolling for anything, so...
It happens.
Can't do that. No.
The
It'll
room
cost you.
opens.
I
Okay.
can't even go into this room, it smells so bad, and I just run away.
I can give it a shot. And this is a perception that we're looking at, right? Or using?
Yeah, if you want to.
You
Okay.
roll whatever, right? Yeah, that's what we've rolled.
No, we're rolling a fortitude check to take
Yeah. It's true, we should be.
I got an
Fail
18.
this all the time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you see some of the same things. It looks like
Okay.
a lot of people were sick in there, but it's nobody's been in since, and it's pretty gross.
Cool.
Okay, well, there's the back room that Huang's at, right?
Yes.
There
I
you go.
think we should let Huang check
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, if you take a step back there, I don't know why some people it doesn't usually reveal for, but other people it does. Yeah, I don't know why.
I see it now.
But anyways, so if you go in that back room, it looks like that is um, that's the kitchen. So you've got some professional grade cookware, an oven, griddle, shelves full of ingredients, a wide cabinet, ample counter space for food preparation. You can see that's like posted on the wall are like the menu and recipes for like that specific night in question. You know, they still haven't been removed. So you could do a little knowledge nature or something related to that to kind of take a look at the menu and see if the ingredients would be dangerous.
Is there anything in the sink?
No, I mean just what would probably be there. You know, like I imagine that there's probably um like bits of stuff like left over from food preparation and like they probably cleaned up. So I mean, it probably looks pretty orderly.
I was gonna have Huang run around the room, but I guess he's too far. I have to zoom out and zoom in. Huang's just gonna start searching through the cabinets then. All the ample storage.
Okay. Do you want to do a perception check then?
Yeah, that's fine. A 19.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think if you look around, like I said, there's a significant amount of like chef's tools sitting here. There's like a good like high quality pots and pans. Um, there are like hardwood plates, bowls, and tableware. Looks like might be worth money. And you also find like several small like vials. There's like a very small vial. It looks like it has some kind of nectar in it. And then there is a little tiny like fungus like string. It's like on a rope, maybe to be worn as like a necklace, but it's like a little fungus token. But you find like a couple of just like little interesting little items.
Can I take them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything here is potentially ours if we want it.
What was I
Mhm.
doing?
Is there anything
Is
else I
it-
should? I took the stuff. I searched the room.
Oh yeah, sorry, I turned my
This
stuff
room
down.
is probably pretty good then.
Yeah, everything here is potentially ours. We've already gotten permission to basically just like
Loot.
pillage. Yeah.
I want it all. Everything, Brendan.
You want it all? Okay.
Or clean
You have
it
to let me
house.
know what you pick up.
Is there anything that Angoric finds when looking through the record book of note?
No, it all looks like it's on the up and up. Like it's even like the evening in question. Like there's no suspicious purchases or there's no orders for anything outside the normal. Like you can go back years and years and years and find like a lot of the same repetitive orders.
Okay. Then I guess Angoric takes the record book, asks Karu, "Are you done with this?"
And I'll do my own check, having looked over it as well, upside down, but being able to decipher that through because of my high intelligence.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think if you guys both reviewed it, it looks like it's all in order.
Okay. Yes, it seems fine, Angorg.
Okay. And Angoric returns the book back to the office.
Okay. Like Huang was in here looking around, right? Does
Yeah.
Bao come with you whenever you're checking stuff out?
I was gonna have them, but it was gonna be a lot of zooming in and zooming out on my fun Fujitsu.
Okay.
Um.
Got you.
So yeah, Bao can be in there with me now.
All right,
We're happy to
Now
move
we
you
know
around,
we-
by the way, if you would like to like stay zoomed out, but
Yeah.
want us to move you, if that makes using the laptop easier. we can all move each other around. So
Mm-hmm.
What about Elnat? Is there anything Elnat's checking out right now?
It's a good question. Trying to think. Since a lot of this is like druidic and nature stuff, a lot of my stuff isn't gonna be really applied, I think. But no, I can't think of anything that in particular. I guess I will. I can give a help action to someone if that would be, if that works, just to try to try to help out with a success.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are all looking around, and I think then there is a loud thump on the door in the kitchen.
oh shit, I didn't realize there was
Wait,
a
there's
door in the kitchen.
Oh,
Mhm.
shit.
I also didn't realize that.
Should have
there's
rolled
one last-
perception, huh?
There's one last door. It looks like it probably goes to like a larder, like a food storage area. But the door itself just like kind of rocks, like you just hear a loud thump, thump, thump.
I would yell from the other room like, Juan, was that you?
Not I.
Hi. It sounds
What's
like we
going
may
on?
not be alone.
Angoric will rush in to the room.
Everyone into siege positions.
Yeah, everyone, fill up this room. No room to move. Walkroon's gonna stay right here. And maybe yell, one of you, see if you can get to the door open. But stay back. We don't know what's in there. Be ready. I.e., before we open any doors, just in case there's a man-eating dragon on the other side, like, have your weapon drawn.
I'm going to draw my falchion and say to Karu, Karu, stand back.
I always ready.
And I actually put away my hatchet and I go, I want to see how this thing does. And I pull out the Stickleberry Stickler.
Okay. A little two-hand action.
It actually
does it say
says
one-handed?
one-handed, yeah.
Okay. Maybe long spears are the only two-handed
Because
ones.
I have a normal 2-hit on it and everything too, so
Okay.
it's actually just better.
Okay. All right. So yeah, everybody's kind of gaining positions. What about Elnat and Orpheus? You just staying outside in the main area?
No, I'll be coming in. For that.
I think the Orf.
Do you want me to do you want me to move you somewhere?
Oh yeah, sorry, brain.
You can be wherever you want to be. The door is right here.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna go to here. Is the door? Are we needing help getting the door open? Because that's what I was planning on helping on doing. Or was it already?
I don't think we've tried yet.
Okay.
Yes. There hasn't been any attempt. It's just that someone's knocking.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I'll have my spear and chalice out actually.
Karu would like to listen in on the voices in his head to see if he can find some guidance in this unsure time.
Sure. Oh.
What was that?
Is that some kind of check that you're telling, or you're just saying that for flavor's sake?
Just that's what he's doing.
Okay, that's what he's doing. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you kind of all gather around in this little tiny area here, where you heard a thump, and then you probably hear like another thump at the door. Now it almost sounds like someone's just like kind of crashing into the door from the other side.
Gosh.
I think we should get that open. Be ready though. Weapons out.
Yeah.
Why don't we Why don't we roll for initiative here?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
A little roll, Rickle roll.
As we roll for initiative, Bao runs to the door and tries to like barricade it with his body, his tiny little body.
No.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
with the 24.
I haven't rolled above a 10
Nice.
since I did so well in the pie eating contest. Love it.
That's a big fat ouchie.
I am just gonna continue to do perception, by the way.
Why
That's
won't
fair.
you look at initiative?
You might have to right click your. Wait, where did we found
Yeah,
it
mine.
somewhere easier last time, but I don't remember where it was. Remember?
Like you right click on your character or you right click
Oh, yeah,
on yourself in the initiative tracker.
I'm
Oh,
bad.
You
yeah,
can't.
right
It doesn't
click
work on that anymore. Top left of the initiative box is the 3 little lines. Click on that and click set initiative.
That is not as intuitive. I was trying to click on me
Yeah, I
in
was
the
too.
initiative thing.
Yeah, I don't know why that changed, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can still do it, so I don't know.
yeah, we can't. Not in the initiative tracker. Right click or left click doesn't do anything. But there's the little button in the top left, so that should be easy enough.
For those listening to us on audio, Walkrun got an 11. Orpheus got
Wakrun got an 11.
yeah. Walkrun got an 11. Orpheus got what should be a 16, but is a 9. You didn't add your bonuses.
I have a bonus?
Yeah.
What is it?
You can roll using either stealth, perception, or something else. But
So whatever
Depends
your
on
character
your
was
activity.
doing, so you're probably
mine?
perception.
16. That's right.
mm-hmm.
I have a doctorate.
Huang probably didn't get a 3, but says they got a 3.
I also have a doctorate.
Karun has a couple doctorates, but Dylan has 0.
Karu got a 24. Elnat got a 17.
Oh,
Nick
I'm
got a 12.
okay.
We're so smart, Sarah.
So smart. I was
Higher
all,
education really does a lot for how good I am at math.
technology's great.
Ah!
Oh no.
Oh, Brendan, I think your
You all
map
got
tools
that
just
too?
crashed.
Error.
It crashed?
Your map
An
tools just
unexpected error
yeah, we all just
occurred.
got kicked out.
Yeah, I would have never expected
I think
it.
we got kicked out, right? Or did we not get kicked out? I'm still here actually.
Mm-hmm.
We
still here.
We just
errored.
all got an
Yeah, I was-
error. I don't know.
Yep.
Okay.
Us, yeah. It
Yeah.
popped up on my screen too, but it didn't do anything. So.
That error wasn't supposed to happen.
Does
Yeah.
Bao get a bonus for initiative?
Just perception, likely. He's
I think
perceiving.
Bao just acts on your initiative because
Oh,
he doesn't
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
actions
you're
unless
right.
you tell him to. So,
That's right.
so you don't have to roll
Nice.
separately for him.
He did way better than Huang.
Yeah, he acts on your turn, so you don't have to roll separately for him.
All right.
Okay. So it looks like Karu is first in order here. Does Karu want to do anything?
Yes, Karu would like to ready an action,
Okay.
Mm,
which I understand is two actions now.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I can only do a one action John.
Yep.
Which based off of my other actions, I'm just gonna do like a knowledge check of like what I see on the other side of this door.
Okay. So
So
you're just
I'm
kind of
just
waiting.
gonna ready.
Ready
just-
your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Sick.
So we wait. So you're kind of like getting ready, and then there comes another huge like push towards the door, and it actually like shoves the door open. So this door comes swinging open, right at
Huang in the face.
Huang. I don't know. Somebody here hopefully could visually see inside. No, nobody.
I can
Karu's the
see
only one.
inside. I
can
can
see
see a little
inside
bit
now.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can now.
Okay.
Karu's the only one that gives us sight for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, but okay. So yeah, so right inside the door, there are these lamb carcasses that appear to have been run all the way through with vines and tendrils, and they are all missing their heads. So it's just like the bodies of these creatures, and then like tentacles, like where of like vines, like where their faces would normally be.
Holy fuck.
Fuck. I relay all
So-
of this to the team immediately.
Yeah, so it's right there on the other side of the door. So Huang sees, that's the first thing Huang sees. So that smashes open the door, and then it is Elnat's turn.
Do I learn anything from my knowledge check?
Yeah, go ahead and make it. What knowledge are you rolling?
Based off of what I've seen, I'd imagine it's nature.
Okay.
So I'll roll that
That
for a
sounds good.
12.
Damn.
12's not great. These things do look like they are affected by plants, but very unnatural. These very strange sort of corpse things that are moving around.
Yes, this is unusual behavior for lambs and
Yeah, it's-
vines.
Yeah.
Does that change his initiative?
I don't know.
Actually, I would probably go after them now.
I think
Ready
so.
in action? I don't know if ready in action does, and I'm sure if he
I know
holds
I
delay
didn't
does.
delay. Yeah, I specifically didn't delay because I didn't want to do that.
your turn then ends. If you trigger the action, you choose the chosen action as a reaction. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about changing your initiative order, so I would say no.
Cool.
Okay. I mean, yeah, in this case, it probably doesn't matter that much, but yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It's good to be before the monster.
Yep. Okay. So it is now who's next? We got Elnat. So what's Elnat
Yep.
want to do?
Am I able to take a swing at this creature with my great axe? I'm not sure since it's.
Yeah, I think you can. I think it would have some cover from the door, but I think you could swing at it.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, let me get. Where's my d20? Here it is. And 18 plus 23 to hit.
Okay, 23 is a hit.
Alrighty, and it's a d12, yeah. 10 plus 2, 12 damage.
All right, 12 points of damage. What kind of is that? Slashing damage?
Yes.
All right, so you slash into this thing and like easily cut through like this rotted flesh and kind of like shred it open, and it's like this putrid smell kind of like comes out and hits you right in the face. These things smell disgusting, but they are, it looks like, fairly susceptible to this type of damage that you did. So that's one action, right? You swung at it once. What do you want to do with the rest of your actions?
Part of me wants to move in, but I know that I would have to push it. I don't think that would work. But also keeping it in is also probably better. I will just while I'm looking at actions, what I could do. I will let the team, like the party know, like, hey, he seems to be particularly weak to slashing damage. To help out everyone else. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do another attack because I mean not much more that I can really do at the moment.
Okay.
Just don't get my 5 bonus. An 8's probably not gonna hit.
An 8 is not a hit on this thing, so you kind of swing at it, and you're kind of like stymied by the door frame there.
I will at least move back here, so that maybe other people, like potentially Orpheus or Wakroon, could step in there and also maybe get a hit.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, it's Elnat's turn. It is Angoric's turn next.
These things appear to be undead in nature.
They are not alive, that's for sure.
Okay. Angoric is going to channel and do heal spell. with
Okay.
all 3 of his actions. So everyone will heal, and these creatures will also heal or take damage depending on the status of their undeadliness. And
Okay.
so 2d6s, it's a 5 and a 6, so 11 plus. Yeah, 11 points of healing and or damage. So everyone heals 11, they
Wow.
take 11 damage.
Okay. How does that work? Do they like get a
No saving throw associated with
no
it.
saving throw?
No.
Okay. So that's your full. All right. So how much damage did you say?
11.
11 points. All right. So yeah. So this blast of positive energy emanates out from Angoric, and everybody else feels kind of rejuvenated. But these things look like it pains them greatly.
I am
Let's see.
I am wrong. They get a basic fortitude save.
Okay.
Mhm.
Where does it say that at?
If the
Oh,
target
any.
is dead,
Honest.
you
Nice.
deal that amount of vitality damage to it, and it gets a basic fortitude save, which
Okay,
is
basic
pretty.
fortitude save. Do you know what your DC is for your fortitude saves?
It
Should be
would
your-
be a 16, I believe.
Yeah, your class DC.
Yeah.
All right, 16. So that's only one of them succeeds. So that's half damage if they succeed, probably.
Yeah, I think that's what basic usually is.
Yeah, basic means, yep. All basic saves save for half.
So instead of 11,
5.
that would be 5 damage. Okay.
Uh,
All right. So yeah, this ripple of energy out. It looks like the one in the far corner maybe isn't affected by it as much, but there are 3 of these creatures. Oh, excuse me. And they all seem to be blasted back by this positive energy emanating from Angoric. And it is now Wakroon's turn.
Alright, Walkroon is going to start by doing exploit vulnerability. So I'm going to roll a esoteric lore check against its against a standard DC for its level, which I don't know
Okay.
what that is, but I assume you do.
Sure.
Or hopefully.
I assume I do too.
Fucking god, fucking damn it! I rolled a 4, so that
Oh,
is
good.
a total of a 10.
Mm,
I literally don't think I've rolled over a 5 now since I won the
Well,
secondary contest.
Wouldn't me shouting that they're
It,
vulnerable to
that is, it's
slashing help?
it would let me know so I could like switch to a slashing weapon, but with exploit vulnerability, I would be able to
Gotcha.
turn my spear into like being able to do
Gotcha.
slashing
Yeah, like
damage.
code
so-
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So on a failure, failing to recall a salient weakness about the creature, you instead attempt to exploit a more personal vulnerability. You can exploit only the creature's personal antithesis. You are unarmed, and weapon strikes against the creature also become magical if they weren't already. And then critical failure, you couldn't remember the right object to use and become distracted. And I'm flat-footed until the beginning of my next turn.
So you did fail. And we apparently. Go ahead. Finish your turn out,
Okay.
but you failed.
Okay. Hold on. I don't. It's so weird. I mean, it says even on a failure that it still does that thing. Failing to recall salient weakness about the creature, you instead attempt to exploit a more personal vulnerability. So I exploit the creature. It's so weird to me that it doesn't have to be like of a certain type to exploit antithesis. But on this causes the target creature and only the target creature. Maybe that's why, because everything else affects all of them. To gain a weakness against your unarmed and weapon strikes equal to 2 plus half your level. So 3. So they have a weakness 3, which I think just means they take 3 more damage, right? For weakness?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. I assume I can only see the one that's here from my angle.
Yeah.
Can I move diagonal here? I guess it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. Okay, I'm gonna move up, and so if I exploit vulnerability, move, and then I can stab forward once. So I'm going to
Yeah.
strike at this thing, And probably, let's just roll a completely different die.
You're gonna stab him with your
With
axe.
my stickleberry. No, my stickleberry stickler. Remember,
Oh,
I pulled that
yes,
out
yes.
instead here. Actually, I don't know. I guess it probably doesn't have range, does it? And rolled a 3 for
Beautiful.
a total of 9, which I assume doesn't hit.
9 does not hit.
Okay.
You just stab the door frame again there. It's just like
What?
this.
It is-
This thing busted open this door. So there's like chunks of door that's in the way, and there's like door frame and stuff. Everyone's just like trying to like hack at this one thing through the doorway, and it's just too chaotic.
Can roll a sick ass fortitude save, but literally can't roll anything else. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So I missed that Lorna updated her initiative, so Orpheus should have gone before Angoric and Walkroon, but you can go ahead and go now.
Oh.
Huang get to use a sword to get one of these creatures?
Can
We
Huang?
didn't catch that.
They hear me.
I don't know why they can't hear you.
Can you hear Josh?
Where's
Yeah.
your mic at? Is your mic
Yeah.
closer to Josh?
No, it's this, right?
It's
It's
actually
actually
closer
closer
to
to me.
Okay.
No,
Hey,
every
might-
time Josh talks, it's fine. And
I
then
think
I
it's
have to-
honestly the lower octave.
It's
just
the
picking
lower
it up.
octave for
yeah.
sure.
So just,
Just
use
talk
your
like this.
use your Alexa voice.
Use my Alexa voice.
See, that was perfect.
I
Going high again.
that's how I
You're
talk.
good right now. Once you start, you're good. Just look
Think
for the
of the
green.
Mandalorian.
Look for the green box around your camera when you're talking, and you know what's going through.
Can I get past Huang to get into that room to get a creature with a sword, a rapier?
So you could go. I mean, you could get to this corner and be able to attack this thing. I've told everybody that's kind of get attacking against cover here, but there's not really a good way to get past them into the room. So you all could have backed up and let them kind of come to you, but I mean, it's a little bit harder.
Orpheus stand on Huang's shoulders.
But you can move up and attack if you want to do that.
Attacking.
Like just now, it just goes acking.
I'm gonna have Geralt give me luck on this dice.
Mom, I'm not
Gentle
gonna eat that.
kiss.
Okay. There it is.
Oh, it's a good boy.
He was lucky.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I guess I rolled a. What would that be for?
Your attack roll, right? Which is +7, so 15. Hit +7.
Oh. So yeah, I rolled a 15.
Okay, 15 hits.
Nice.
Good job, Geralt.
What?
Now roll a 1d6 for your damage.
And it's a rapier, so it's piercing damage.
Yes.
It might not be as effective.
I only have things that do piercing damage.
That's true.
I have no other option.
Actually, no. Your dagger is versatile, so it can do slashing.
Oh. Oh well. 4. So 6.
6 points of damage on this undead sheep thing that's out front.
Take it.
6 points of damage, and it crumples to the ground.
It goes bye bye.
Ah,
But you stab it, and it kind of like lets out this like puff, and there's like
Oh.
all of a sudden spores fill the spaces that are next to it. So
Yeah.
Orpheus, Huang, and Walkroon have to make a fortitude save.
here we go again.
Oh no.
Which I've heard is really good for all of you guys. So
The stickler. Come on.
I don't like you anymore, Brendan.
I maybe
I'm
passed
sure it's
that.
fine.
16. I rolled a-
15.
I rolled a 9.
What Huang?
I need more from you.
He's getting you
Got
in the
14.
14. All right.
14, 15, 16.
That is 3 fails.
No.
Wow.
They're gonna turn into undead lambs,
I
guys.
already used my hero point on the pie eating contest.
You didn't.
So the
I
three
refuse
of
to
you
use
guys,
mine.
I also used my hero point on the pie eating.
all
Far
three
too
of you
valuable.
take 2 points of poison damage
Oof.
Oh wait.
and are sickened.
Oh no.
What Josh say? I'm
Sickened 1.
well,
I'm
fucking
not
ill.
sick, motherfucker. I'm ill.
What is? Hold on. I'm a strong-blooded dwarf. You gain poison's resistance equal to half your level, minimum 1, and
More like
each.
a strong-blooded dork.
So what? I don't know
He's
what
a
that
dwarf.
poison resistance. Yeah, I don't know why I said it like that.
We're fun
You
gold.
gain poison resistance. I don't know what poison resistance does though. God damn it! I knew I should have looked that up.
I'm just one big old dwarf, okay?
But my saves will be better. Like I can. God damn it. I should have. Let's see.
Is that how you want to spell it? No.
That's how he said it.
Oh, you gain resistance equal to half.
I imagine that means that you take 1 less poison damage, right? Poison resistance 1.
Yeah, poison is a type of damage. So instead of taking 2 points, I just take 1.
Yeah.
And then you said sickened.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, does everyone know how to add sickened to their character that needs to?
Nope.
Top right-hand corner, you should see add condition. It's by rest, add condition, and add custom buff.
Okay.
And then scroll down to sickened. It's alphabetical, and then click accept in the bottom left. And then you'll
Okay.
see everything turn red that's impacted by your BS being sickened, which is many
Yeah,
things.
so by being sickened, you're getting a -1 penalty on checks and DCs. You also can't ingest anything, including elixirs or potions, while sickened. But you can spend an action throwing up in an attempt to recover, which allows you to attempt another fortitude save against the DC of the effect that made you sicken. On a success, you reduce your sickened value by 1. So you're all sickened 1 right now.
By 2 for me. I guess it doesn't matter in this situation, but
Sure don't. All right.
because of my heritage. Strong
Now.
dwarf.
So that was Orpheus. So Orpheus moved up and attacked. Technically, you have 1 more action on your turn. And this thing is now gone.
I try to throw up.
You can't do that. That would be a fortitude save.
Another one. Who's more lucky? The dog? Or the
Sick
human?
man. It's probably the dog.
Or the DAWG. Oh.
Oh my god.
You'll see that he got every boy with that though.
The sicky boy is better. I rolled, what, a 20?
It's the germs.
An
They waited it.
unnatural 20? Oh, wait. Fortitude.
19.
19. Sorry, I forgot about the...
-1. Okay. So, well, with that, you do save, so you are no longer sickened. So Orpheus is recovered.
So now you can remove that condition. Nice.
Very nice.
So now it is Huang's turn.
Huh.
What
Huang.
am I gonna do?
So, quick question just on that mechanic. Is it you
Sure.
want to roll high so you force yourself to throw up? Because I would think rolling
Yeah.
low would mean that that's what causes the throwing up. But
No. You wanna beat the fortitude save of the poison that you're trying to go against.
gotcha.
Can I use
Cool.
my healer's tools
To do what?
to treat the poison and therefore treating myself?
Yes.
I think you can. I think that's the thing, like in
It's-
Pathfinder.
I
it's
think
in
it
the
probably
actions.
makes you take, like, it would be like probably more
Poison.
actions to do that, but yeah.
Treat poison is a single action,
If you're trained.
and it's a medicine check against the poison CC, which would just give you a +2 bonus. If you succeed on that check, you would just have a +2 bonus to save against that poison.
So, is it like 3 action? Like an action to pull out the healer's tools, an action to treat the poison, and then an action to roll the throw up and roll the fortitude
Sure.
save?
You should have the healer's tools on your body, I believe. Like it's a slot that you can equip stuff in.
Yes, it's in my gear.
Oh, I have healer's tools too.
But it's one action to treat poison, and then one action to try and save against it if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. So remove it from my inventory.
No, you
Nope.
keep the healer's tools.
They're like
And
permanent.
you have natural medicine, right? So you're doing a nature check, not medicine.
If you wear your healer's tools, you can draw and replace them as part of the action that uses them. Nice.
My nature's got a higher bonus, but does that work?
I think so. I think you took that feat.
Because I've got it for medicine, but I'm not trained in medicine.
Yeah. So if you're not trained in medicine, you can't use medicine.
I can't use my healer's tools?
You can't use medicine. The skill medicine. You're not trained in it. You can use nature, because you took the feat natural medicine, right?
On the left-hand side.
Yes,
where
no,
are
I
your-
understand my feats, but in my inventory I've got healer's tools. I'm not allowed to use that?
You are. It's just when you use healer's tools, you have to roll a medicine check. But since you're not trained in medicine, you can't. But you can use nature instead. So you use your healer's tools and roll a nature check. But you don't actually use the healer's tools. It's just like it's a way in your inventory to show that you have like bandages and stuff. So you're not gonna like lose your healer's tools. That will always be in your inventory, no matter how many times you use it.
It's just the fact that you
Alright,
So-
I've got natural medicine as
Yeah.
a feat.
So you just roll a nature check.
Okay.
And I assume Brendan has the DC for that.
Sure.
Because it doesn't say it in the actual.
In my
'cause
medicine,
it's-
because I'm sick and
It's against the diseases DC.
Okay, yeah.
in my nature because I'm sickened is +6.
Okay.
So it is 19.
All right. So that's successful.
Nice.
So that means you'll have a +2 bonus if you try to get rid of the disease.
So now you want to throw up and then
Yes.
yeah, roll the fortitude save with the +2.
Here am I'm throwing up.
All right.
Nice. Make the sound. Brendan really is a big.
Ooh, I
Huge
can
fan.
imitate the sound of a cat throwing up. Is that
Do it!
useful?
No.
Yeah, I even have a new mic.
No, that's
Oh,
okay.
no.
Crisp.
Crisp. I love the sound of a crisp cat throwing up.
Oh, I can do it real good.
I like it if crisp is turned on, where it doesn't think it's human, and we don't have to hear it. Sorry.
No,
What'd you get for fortitude, dear?
I get +2, you said?
+2
Uh-huh.
more on top of what you already have. There,
14.
Okay. So that's not successful.
yeah. Rip.
Great.
So you're still sick.
I love this game.
You only have a -1, so you could have just acted normally that round.
I know. I
You
know.
spent 2 actions, so you still have 1 more.
Can I throw up again?
I don't see why not.
Here I am
You
throwing
don't-
up again.
I don't think you'll get the +2 again, though, right?
Me.
Here I
I
am.
don't think so.
This is me.
Oh, that's the episode title. Here I am throwing up again.
Okay, well I
Here I
rolled a
am.
14,
Ooh,
so
nice. Nice.
14 again?
yeah.
Okay.
14 again!
So not quite. So Huang is trying to throw up but can't.
Jesus
It is
Christ.
now
Really get your
located.
fingers down there.
Here I am throwing up again.
Uh-oh, here they come.
All right, so yellow's gonna come running up, and then attack Huang.
Damn it.
It lashes out with a rotted hoof.
Or like lammet.
I guess we decided no one has attacks of opportunity, right?
Yep.
I'm picturing these things having orf.
Fighters.
Certain classes have it as like a
Yeah, but
basically
none
a
of us
feat
do,
or
right?
something, but
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
That is a 23 against Huang's AC.
Jesus Christ.
Ouch.
I'm pretty sure this is a lamb. The lamb
Yeah.
of God was Jesus Christ.
That's
Amen,
right.
brother.
So what's your AC? What is your AC right now?
Like 15 or
15.
16. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a critical hit, but it does hit you. And it is going to do some damage here. Damage!
Talent, I have.
That is 9 points of damage on Huang.
Oh
Great.
god. Huang's gonna.
And you have to make another fortitude save.
This is a bitch. This is a fight here. You get sickened, your fortitude's lowered, you get hit with other shit. Big money, no whammies.
She is sick. She's dying.
Yeah, 20.
That 20.
Natural 20?
Hey,
Nice.
there you are.
All right, so you save. All right, so you don't feel yourself get more sick from contact with this creature, but it could have happened. You still do take the what did I say? 9 points of damage.
See.
Yeah, now I've got 5 HP.
All right.
Holy
Well, the other creature there is going to also try to attack you.
Good. I can take it, you bitch.
All right, that's going to be less successful. That's going to be an 11 to hit.
Yes.
All right. It didn't have to move though, so it can't attack again. So I'm going to swing a second time.
Yeah, you stationary MF.
All right, and that misses also. So this thing is like pawing at you through the door and just crashing into the door over and over again. We're
Fine,
back up
such
to Karu's turn again.
Like a Chris cat. Rare.
Karu, peel this motherfucker's muffin cap back blue.
Why, of course. Indubitably.
Yeehaw! He pulls out his 2 6-shooters. Boom, 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 boom. Just kills
Oh
us
yeah,
all.
multi-class gunslinger. Psychic gunslinger. That would have been
That's actually sick.
next character. No, instead I'm full psychic, so I'm gonna go Forbidden Thought on yellow.
Ooh, we're all yellow.
Yeah, Karu casts out his mind and locks the mind of this.
Ooh. Undead.
Oh,
They might not
undead.
might be immune to mind affecting effects, right?
I should do a knowledge check before I do my spell. I have the actions for it. I'm gonna go for it.
That
On the
was
advice
maybe
of counsel.
that was maybe too meta. I apologize.
No, you got me just in time, right before I said it.
Your hand was still on the chess piece, and I came in and touched the top of your hand.
I appreciate you.
Slapped it away.
If
Alright,
it's okay by Brendan, he's God.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Go ahead and roll your knowledge check. What do you think you're rolling?
For
these
this
things.
thing, I would imagine it's. I'm gonna try occultism just to try it, and that's a 12.
Okay.
Nice.
The only clue I will give you is that these things don't have heads.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I was thinking maybe like a nervous system for like the nature
There's
part of it.
obviously some movement stuff going on, but we'll say they don't have heads.
Okay. In that case, with this newfound knowledge, I will instead go more physical.
I really love this Christmas themed episode we have where we're killing headless lambs. It really gets the holiday spirit.
That's right.
I like to picture them as headless hams, so it's more
Ooh.
themed.
Okay. Right.
They're all getting tested for scabies.
I
What?
don't think we're gonna test them. I think that when we kill them, they poof into poison dust that makes us sick.
All
Is
right.
that as
So we're going.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fair. We're going for like a more physical attack. What do you got going on here?
Yes, I'm doing telekinetic projectile.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna throw some shards of glass that are in the room and
right.
pierce these lambs. So it'll be a 7 is 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Nice.
Nice. Max damage. That's 10 points of slashing damage.
All right. I assume you're going for yellow there.
Yellow. Yes.
All right. 10 points of slashing damage. You said.
Slashing indeed. Glass.
It's gonna die. It's gonna poof into fucking poison on us again.
No. All right. That's good. You tear it up quite a bit. I assume you like some of that those projectiles like originate from inside the room, so you don't have to shoot past all of your companions. You're just kind of like battering it with these projectiles.
Oh yeah, he's been doing this for years. He's got it down.
He's well practiced. Is that 3 actions then for your turn? You did your knowledge check and then you.
Yep, and then 2 for the spell. Yep.
Okay. So we'll go down to Elnat now. Elnat's kind of walled off here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Will this drive him to take down his companions?
I was just to say, yeah, we probably should move back because they explode, but I guess we'll see what happens by the time it gets around. Throw your dagger.
I kill you.
Helena, do you have to save us? Throw your clan dagger.
See if I do. Was dropping the weapon a free action?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then drawing another weapon was interact.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so I will drop my great axe. One action to draw my short bow. And then I will take a shot at I guess really yellow's really the only one that I can
Yeah.
see, so I don't think what's my plus on this? I'm not gonna hit, but a +4. Yeah, a 7 I don't think is gonna hit.
No. You
Um,
shoot her in the back of the head, knocking her
guess
fully
I-
unconscious.
Still have another. Yeah, I guess that probably is a critical failure, isn't it?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
No, you shoot
Yes.
and you miss.
I still have another action, so I will try. Is it at a -1? Yeah, it's a -1.
Okay.
We said we all.
Oh, that's actually 17 to hit.
17. Yeah. So that's a hit.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
I was like, it was at least worth an attempt, and
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
where's the d6? There you are.
I rolled it.
For 6 damage, piercing.
Okay. 6 points of piercing damage is nothing to joke about. So you just you carve a little hole in that lamb chop that's moving around with that arrow. Kind of bury it down in there.
Hell yeah.
It is Orpheus's turn next.
Problem.
Okay, I'm trying something new, and I don't know exactly how it works out. So, if I use one action to draw my dagger,
Okay.
then for my second action, I do twin feint.
She's got that as her starting
Class feat.
class feat.
Okay.
You just make 2 attacks. The first is with your rapier, the second is with your dagger.
So do I
cool.
do?
Yes, you do the first attack, you'll have a +7, and then your second attack will have a -4.
Okay.
Just 2 slice 2 for weapons. 1 action
Eight.
though.
So
Yep.
15 on my first attack.
Okay. That'll be hit.
So roll your damage.
That's it.
It's a d6, that's what that is.
Was the first attack just Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, both hit. The second one would get
Gotcha.
sneak attack damage on top of it. It's flat-footed, is the idea.
Very cool.
So 5 damage
Okay.
with my rapier, 5 piercing damage.
Got it.
And now what?
Now you roll to hit with your dagger.
Woo! I don't know what I'd do without Gosh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
dual wielding is fun but complicated in Pathfinder.
Hold on.
They make it work.
In Fate School.
Oh, that's not gonna hit. Oh, that's an 18. Never mind. That's a 21 to hit. It's flat.
That'll hit.
So you roll a 1d4.
My hand.
Okay. You roll that.
Oh my gosh. I'm all tangled.
And you add 4 damage slashing.
4 slashing damage.
And then you roll a d6
Okay.
for your sneak attack. Because of the flat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Drop my dice again. Oh,
So 1.
just a 1.
That would be piercing, right? Because I think sneak attack's always piercing damage.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I think it's
I would imagine
probably
it depends
typed.
on the weapon.
Whatever.
I think
the
it's
weapon-
typed like whatever your weapon is. But either way, it's it's dead. It's very, very dead. So you stab this thing twice, and again,
But you just
It's-
don't say.
yeah, almost immediately, like this thing
Dust.
starts like smoking a little bit.
Scared the piss out of me. Did you see me?
What was that?
It starts smoking a little bit, and then there's this poof of spores. This cloud of spores comes out of its neck. So all 3 of you that are standing there next to it make another fortitude save.
Okay. Thank you.
I forgot
Okay.
exactly what it was.
Here we go!
There you go.
I think we should start every session.
God, it's a fail. I got a 14.
23.
Okay. Orpheus succeeds.
You succeed.
What about Huang? Did you roll something, Sarah?
Yes, 13.
13. So okay.
Fail, gang. Second 2, baby.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I
It's a thing
don't know that it.
There's a
becomes
thing
worse.
that they talk about a lot in GCP. I feel like they never know if they get it right, and I never remember.
It says are sickened one. It doesn't say that it stacks. So I would say you're both still sickened.
What does the kick
or-
thing? Does the kick thing act like it ever?
So what?
You said there's like a fortitude like what? I just was curious if there's other verbiage somewhere else that says that it increases your sickened value.
I don't
You what
know.
I'm saying? Okay, all good.
Yeah, it's an additional 2 points of damage, poison damage here.
Okay, so another 1 for me.
How rough is Huang looking right now?
Oh.
HP is 5 out of 18. I'm still sickened.
You have 18 health? What the fuck?
I only have 20 total.
I have 18. What do you have?
How much health do I have?
17.
17. 19. Okay, never mind. I was
Haru
like,
does
what?
not disclose his HP count to the
Right.
team.
That's fair. Okay. So again, like I said, that's just 2 points of damage, and then yeah, you're sickened 1 still. If you recovered from it, you're sickened 1 again. That was Orpheus's turn, right? That was your whole turn.
Yes.
So it is now Angoric's turn, and so we see that there's one of these creatures left.
Do I
It's
get
taken.
No, you did 3 actions. You drew.
You
a
drew a weapon, and then you did your double attack, which I think is 3.
Damn
So.
it, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
But it is Angoric's turn.
I'm going to channel again.
Good shout.
And 10
Same
points-
thing.
10
Three
points
three
of
actions.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, all 3 actions. So everyone heals 10,
Or as much as possible.
or as much as possible if that would take you past 10, and then it does a basic fortitude.
Okay. So this thing does save, so it only takes half damage. But that's still pretty significant.
Does channel do anything for sicknesses, or is it purely hit points? It might be like a higher level channel at some point later on. Like
This is specifically for heal too, so I don't
okay.
know.
I just was curious.
Yeah, I don't think it does. I think there's a chance that you can get like mercies or something later on that like when I heal, I also like take off conditions, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be a big paladin thing, but I don't know. Okay. An effective use of your actions, double or triple action heal to spread out this revitalizing light everyone in the room and also damage this zombified sheep that you're fighting. We continue with Walkroon.
Man. Did we get there?
Love that, huh? Yep, yeah, we're there.
So Austin wants to go into the room, but I think that's a bad idea. But I don't think
Do
it's,
it.
Was
I don't think it's that bad of an idea though. Wakaru goes, "God, you are ugly," and he's gonna run into this room, and then he's gonna turn towards it and try to throw up on it to do my fortitude save. But I'm aiming the vomit to try to make myself not sickened at the creature. So that was just a fortitude save, right, Brendan?
Just fortitude save.
Okay. Natural 20
Ooh.
for a total of 26. So I am no
Alright.
longer sickened.
No sick.
So that's one move in, one move to get
Too
rid
bad
of
you-
that.
Too bad you didn't just roll through the sickness. You know, you could have rolled your attack, got a natural 20.
Yeah, whatever. That's true.
Cool, that would've been-
I could have very easily not done that. It was only giving me a -1, but it was thematically cool. I imagine a natural 20 on projectile vomit has to look pretty
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
You shoot your projectile vomit directly down its neck hole.
Excellent. I filled it up. Okay, and then I'm gonna just stab it once with the Stickleberry Stickler.
He's gonna
I'm gonna
stab it
attempt
once.
to let it leak out. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let it explode all over you.
And I got a 14.
14's a hit.
Oh my god, what a shit dice rolling day. Okay, and that is going to do max damage. That is going to do. Wait, critical is +2 more. Okay, 8 points of damage. 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As I stab into it.
Yeah, you stab through this thing, and it's fighting you and stuff, and it's just barely still kicking a little bit. You know, it's trying to get you there.
Yeah.
So that was a move and an attack. A move, a throw up, and an attack. So that's Wakroon's turn. We'll say it's Huang's turn next, and you're feeling pretty wounded, but at least you have Bao by your side.
Bao is supporting me emotionally, holding my barf bag.
Bao, oh, the penguin.
So I guess I throw up again.
It's up to you.
If you don't care about being sickened, then you could just attack. Kind of like Brendan said I could have done. I didn't even think about it. So if you just want to attack it, you can. But if you're like...
I just have only 5 HP, so I don't know if attacking it... I don't know.
Josh healed you 10. Josh healed all of us
sorry.
10. Yeah.
Sorry, I did not hear that.
All good.
Also, it's worth noting that you have an animal companion, too. You can command him to do stuff.
Goodness. I know, but I don't think Bao's in good shape either. Oh, no, that's a lie. Never mind, sorry.
Bao has been healed 21 points this combat. And has
Dude.
taken damage.
Alright.
All right.
Bao the platypus.
Bao starts chattering,
Penguin.
and I'm like, you don't have to
Hang on.
protect my honor! But he runs forward and attacks it.
That's
What's
a
it?
little
Never mind, sorry.
what's it called? Yeah, it's you you command your animal.
Yes.
Which is one action.
Yes.
Okay.
You said slashing is good or not good for this?
It's great. Good
It's
grade.
great.
Alright, then
Best thing you can
Bao's
do.
gonna use his claws to attack.
Okay. So he's gonna move up and attack it. With
Yes.
his 2 actions. Okay.
Yes. He got a 22.
All right. Bao hits.
And then he gets 1d6 plus 3 for slashing. And he rolled a 5, so 8.
Okay, so Bao's like shows off the claw. You know, he's got the iron claw, and he just comes in at this thing, and just like rakes at it, and it disintegrates in his claws, and it releases one last cloud of this noxious gas, which hits Huang, Bao, and Wakroon, forcing them to make a fortitude save.
Me a fortitude save?
Yep, Wakroon.
Sorry, the
Huang,
music-
and Bao.
The music timer ran out, so I was looking at that.
Resetting it. That's fine.
I couldn't. I've reached maximum playback.
Wong
Long
is
sesh.
15.
Okay.
14 again.
Okay.
Natural
And
7.
what about Bao?
17.
Okay, so all 3 of you fail.
Nice.
Fuck.
Again, I keep rolling the same thing. It's 2 points of damage, and everyone there is sickened. But you're no
Please.
longer
it's
in
dead.
combat.
I'm not getting sickened. I've been sickened.
Fair.
You are still sick.
Culver will move up to those being sprayed by the spores, and will treat poison on first Wong, who's here in the doorway.
While you're working on them, I'll work on myself here real quick because I also have
Hey.
healer's kits. Hey yo.
You're not in combat anymore, so like you guys can take some time and throw up, or it goes away after like a minute or so.
Thematically, pull out my tools and do it then.
No, for sure. No, yeah, I think
And,
you guys would all try to help each other.
15 would have passed anyway. And then without throwing up, I rolled a 16 right after. So yeah, definitely got rid of the sickened. And then I'm going to drain my chalice and heal myself my last hit point. So I am all good.
Have you guys ever seen anything like this? This is wild. Vines growing through headless lambs.
I can't say that I have myself, but I feel like this is definitely part of the problem. This definitely relates to what we were looking for in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I believe that these cursed lambs are tied to the mystery of this place. My
Yeah,
keen
I'd certain-
observational skills have seen it, and he does this.
I think that yeah, you guys would kind of like sit there for a second, finish throwing up. Everybody's in this puddle of vomit, like this this room that reeks. It is, yeah, like I said, it's a small.
I give Tums to everyone.
There's a large larder here. It's got shelves along the walls. Cuts of meat or whole carcasses are hanging from the ceiling. So there's like hooks where there's like carcasses, and you see that three of these lambs have like detached themselves from these hooks. Like they've got like the big wounds in them. Like those are the lambs that you're fighting. And there's maybe one that's still there that's pretty rotted, but like not as fungusy. Um, and like the entirety of this room, the inside of this area is overgrown with this fungus. And there's normally a crust of mold maybe on some of this dry aged meats, but it's kind of turned into this disgusting like black brown color, and sprouted into these like fruiting bodies. And like it's visibly hazy in there. Like there's like literally enough of these fungus spores that like it's creating a small like fog that's kind of now wafting out of this room. And so you're kind of like sitting here in this vomit with these corpses that you guys just finished beating into death once again, and we kind of leave it off there, and we'll find out what caused all of this next time, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
See you all next week.
See you next time.
Ta-ta.
Beep.
Thanks.